Yo, yo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream. Today we got something really special in store for you because we are doing another free-for-all wars tournament hosted by Community Outpost and very graciously sponsored by Wild Communist. It's an insane prize pool of $1,000 and some very powerful free-for-all players have been invited to join this tournament. And hopefully we're gonna watch them all kill each other with, you know, for our entertainment. I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty nice, right? That's pretty nice. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's another announcement I need to make. I forgot to make this announcement on Sunday, which is that the Outpost Live 2025 event, the tickets are now on sale. And you can go to the Community Outpost website, community-outpost.com, and go check out the event. So Outpost Live is an annual LAN meetup event that we do for 0 Hour, which is a lot of fun. I'm going to be there. There's a load of other people who are going to be there. And yeah, we're going to have a tournament there as well. So that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. It's pretty fun. So hopefully I will catch you guys there as well, in the flesh, in real life, share a beer or a tea or whatever. And but yeah, let's actually fire up the game because I think the players are ready and waiting. And we're going to start off with a very nice game on Flower Oases, a very big map with a lot of action to be expected. Now, we do have an insane stream delay today, as always, with these anonymous free-for-all challenges. Let's see, do we have everyone? Hey, look at that. So nice, so nice. Okay, there's a guy who's in-game here. I think he's checking out the map. I guess that's fine. I guess we can go ahead and host. Let me put the map on Flower Oases. Here we go. So we have a version 2. For those of you wondering, what's the difference between version 1 and version 2? Version 2 has the weather effect removed because in some cases it caused performance issues and things like that. So it's been removed. That's the only thing that's changed. For the rest, it's the same map. So, you know, for those of you wondering, what's the difference? That's the only difference. So not a real big difference, but, you know, there's that. Well, let's see. Waiting for the players to join one by one. And we're going to be playing as no rules. Check Discord, I've been told. Not sure where to... okay, I got a private message here. Oh. well. Someone tested the map, so I think yes. Please all make sure... Well, let's first start with the obvious. Press insert on your keyboard, go to camera height, and set it to +100. Everyone, please. So, insert, camera height, +100. Make sure that's set. Another thing is to restart... No, to launch the game without quick start. So make sure you see the battleships and stuff in the game menu. So these are all little things that are actually important, guys. So it's actually good I'm showing this on stream to you guys. So if you're watching, if you want an absolutely clean game that works perfectly with your friends, you're playing multiplayer, do these steps, right? If everybody has the right gen tool setting with the camera height, everybody has the battleship showing, the more the game is the same across all PCs, the less likely you're going to encounter crashes and mismatches. Yes, all restart, please, everyone. So we're also going to be a little more strict today on telling everyone to restart their game. Mostly because that is the leading cause to mismatches, because we're playing different maps. Guys, please restart your game. Please. Please. Alright. Let's see. It's there, though. 1 second, please. We seem to be having some slight technical difficulties. Because we actually do have a... Let me just kick him. Screw it. Don't see the stream. Oh. You were... It's broadcasting for me. Okay. Yeah, because we have some judges joining us tonight in the background who are going to verify all the points and stuff. Was me. Okay. Okay. All right. All good. Let's see. Anything in the graphic options? No, don't touch the graphics options. If you've used Gen Patcher, you'll be good to go. You don't need to disable 3D shadows. It's a common misconception, but the 3D shadows crash bug only applies to AOD games or heavily scripted maps. Things like that, right? Things like that. But yeah, the players are getting ready here. We have Dominator, Dusty Rhodes, Egg, Lazy, Lucas, Memphis, and Timstep. And I have no idea who's who over here, okay? You guys don't know who's who either. Particles, leave it at 1,000. All right, I have to... Good point. Got to open slot. Because I'm not a player. Sorry. All right, so I need to... I don't know if this last person... M1P... Sorry, M1P. Did you put Gen tool camera height to +100? M1P? And did you start your game with without quick start? I know it's a bit tiring for the players. I know, trust me, it is. It's tiring for you guys as well. Okay, nice. Then I guess we're good to go. Haha. But yeah, so basically all these things are absolutely necessary. We want to have the games go as smooth as possible. And as you guys know, if there's something that is notorious for not going smooth and stuff like that, it is freaking free-for-all games, man. It's just how it is. But we're gonna do our best. Yes, it's important to have 1,000 limit. Okay, so one of the players is setting some stuff. It is important. It actually is. Even if players have different particle counts, particle limits, it can cause problems. The problem is more when you go above 1,000. So the game doesn't allow you to put that in the options, right? It doesn't allow that. But you could just open the options.ini file and just change the amount of particles you want there. And basically what it comes down to is everything's going to look a little prettier by doing that. The only downside, as you can imagine, is it sort of is not going too well when, you know, there's like a lot of fancy particles and then half the particles don't even get rendered for someone and the other half does. It just kind of goes a little crazy. This is not healthy, right? It's not healthy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if players are ready. I don't know what this. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to touch it. If you use Gen Patcher, you're all good. That's what it comes down to, because Jim Batcher also sets that up to make sure everything's okay. Alright. It looks like everything is slowly coming together. No. No. Okay. So, quick reminder of the rules. Okay. So we have... Oh, somebody says no. Alright. Just normal game launch. 1 second. It's normal game. But you should be using not quick start or no show. Alright, so rules, 3 points for first player kill, 2 points for second player kill, any other player kill equals 1 point. In case of a 2v1, each attacking player gets 1 point for the first player kill. Any other 2v1 player kills is 0 points. First place in a match is 3 points. Second place in a match is 2 points. Third place in a match is 1 point. You remember the chat rules? Just say it to the viewers. Yeah, the viewers can see all this listed very nicely in the description. Okay, so yeah, 2 messages per match. Any extra message equals -1 point. So don't say red peace, because that's 2 messages. Just say red peace. Clear? There. Antivir says, huh? Suddenly 1440 allowed despite my device not being authorized? On Twitch, right? Yeah. There are some interesting things that we've been trying with Twitch, which is nice. I've been getting in touch with Twitch support as well. GG. GG is fine as long as you only say GG. Don't say GG red or something, right? GGU easy. You can see the mood is good, boys. The mood is good. All right, let me just double check one thing on my end, and then we're good to go. All right. Okay, let's go. Ladies and gents, let's go for the first match. Are you ready? Let's see it happening, boys. Let's see it happening. GG, attack red, he killed me. Well, the players are joking now because we have absolutely no idea who's who, right? But it can actually get a little messy in the next matches, right? If they say, oh, that guy, right? That guy. Well, let's see. Do we have... Okay, is close other radmins, people. Close other radmins. Do it. Close other radmins. Only our radmin should be enabled. 1 radmin only. If everyone closes the other radmins, the game is likely to continue. So there's probably 1 guy with 1 other radmin. And that's the one thing I didn't check. All right, fine. Shame on me. I forgot, guys. I forgot. But yeah, as you guys can imagine, we have a massive stream delay, which is kind of done on purpose as well, because the players won't know who's who, and if they do have the stream open in the background or whatever, then they won't know who's who until 10 minutes have passed, right? That's the idea. I guess we because nothing's happening. So we just I guess. I'll tell the guys to restart their game. Restart your game, just waiting for us to come. Like I said, we're not taking any chances. Also, if I tell them to restart their game, they will probably be like, let me just double check my radmin here. Alright, everyone's gone, that's a good sign. And we try again. But yeah, basically, all of these things. The game is very sensitive, right? But if every player does it right, then we kind of, like, the games are somewhat stable, actually. We can have, like, what was it? Sunday, we played a 1.5 hour match. Like, you know, we were still 3 players going on for 1.5 hours, right? The game can do it. It can do it. You all restarted your game? I know it's a bit annoying, and I'm harassing the crap out of the players. I know. I apologize, man. I apologize, but... Alright, let's do it again. At least the DC happened right when we started the game, right? Not 3 minutes in, when somebody's about to kill someone. Very important, of course. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. We have Ball of Pain coming in with a Prime subscription. Thank you very much. Interesting name. Ball of Pain. Hopefully we're going to see some pain here inflicted on the players. You know, for our entertainment. Always good fun. The guest in YouTube says, Legionnaire, where's Targaryen? Probably at home, if I have to guess. Or he might be at work. But he is going to actually join one of the sets. I think he's in set 2, but I'm not sure. I think he's in set 2. We're missing one other player who's quickly checking some things, I'm pretty sure. And we can start. The downside is when we are 7 players, you know, it takes long to get everything sorted, get everything started, before everyone's perfectly in line, ready to go. So it just kind of happens, guys. These kind of little delays that pop up. So far, the stream's been live for almost 20 minutes. This guy seems to be AFK right about now. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying, like, hey, at least it's like this. Also, once the guys have disabled their admins, like, we should be good to go. We should be fine. Let's see, we have some interesting armies here, actually. Ooh, look at that. Does the game spontaneously work without any issues or hiccups? It appears so. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Off to the races. We got Mr. Tim Sepp as normal USA. To the left of him, we have the Toxin General, Mr. Dominator. I'm sure he's happy about that. He's beaconing. Is he going to tell us something? Is he going to write a message? Oh, he's beaconing the spy drone. I think he saw it fall from the sky. Lucas over here is Stealth General. Down below, we have Lazy as Tank General, which isn't even so bad in this map. I'll show you guys in a minute. Memphis over here as Normal USA. We have Mr. Egg as Demolition General. At the top, we have Mr. Dusty Rhodes, who did very well in Outpost Live, I might say. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but Outpost Live, the LAN event where he showed up, played with us, man, he was a force to be reckoned with. So let's see how he's going to do tonight. He's the Demo General. Let's see, I kind of want to keep an eye on Lazy here, the Tank General. And he's doing exactly what I was hoping he would do. So this map has an insane amount of money. Everywhere there's money. Everywhere. And then some. But the thing is, everybody is so tempted to go greedy. So tempted to go greedy. You want to get so many supplies everywhere. You want to get the oils everywhere. There's just so much that you can try and get and benefit from. And as a result, players kind of have lackluster defenses. And look at this. The guy has an arms dealer, but he's probably debating, should I get a quad out? Should I continue trying to make money? And the Tank General just has that advantage. But we have a surprise attack down below from Mr. Memphis. And this is where things start to hurt. Memphis also coming in with a rush, choosing not to go greedy, choosing to go aggressive. And this is definitely going to catch Lazy off guard. It's going to mess him up, that's for sure. Lazy will have to retreat his units that were in the base of Red, in the base of Lucas. And that's exactly what he does. Lucas probably recognizes this, like, hey, why are you randomly leaving? So Lucas knows that he can breathe easy, and he's probably going to start expanding on that money soon. Let's see what's happening on the top side of the map here. We have Dominator with a technical, dropping off a friend. Just one, by the looks of it. Oh, that could be very dangerous there. Came close. Almost got the Humvees. Doesn't look like it's too bad. Over here, we have a slight tiff as well, with Dusty pushing in on Tim Step. Now, again, this is all anonymous. Nobody knows who's who. There's literally no way for them to find out until we hit, like, the 10th minute mark, and if they have the stream open then. Or actually, the stream delay is longer than 10 minutes. If you want to see how long it is, you can write !delay. You can see how long the stream delay is. And now we have an attack over here as well. It's like everybody's going counterclockwise in this match. It's very interesting phenomenon. I don't know if anybody's here studied psychology or sociology or whatever. Hey, why is this happening? Why is everyone going counterclockwise here? GG says orange, and that is Mr. Lazy. He is defeated here by Mr. Memphis. And that's funny because Mr. Memphis is also kind of just trying to hang on here with his last dozer, trying to get the hell out of there as the RPGs chase it down. And that's, hey man, it's free-for-all, can happen. Lazy did say GG, didn't quit out, so technically that counts as one chat message. Players are allowed 2 chat messages per game, just to avoid problems with too much chat, where it essentially starts influencing the game way too much. Because we've seen that in the past, when there's too much chat going on, players essentially start relying on the chat, and they're more busy trying to convince players to attack other players than actually trying to play a good game. So the game quality tends to drop. It's a bit of a shame. But yeah, look at this situation here. Memphis has done a successful rush, right? He gets the first player kill on Lazy, gets 3 points for it. Having a great time, right? He's He got the points in the bag, and he's still here with a dozer and some vetted Humvees, right? Don't forget the vetted Humvees, boys. They are hard to take care of, hard to kill. And let's see. We have something in the Chinook there. Dominator continuing to harass Timstep here, keeping him on his toes, which does seem to be working quite nicely. We've got Timstep with 6.5k per minute, and Dominator actually has less than that on 6k per minute. So Dominator's choosing to be very aggressive here, also choosing to go for a dozer. Not entirely sure if that's such a great hit, because we do have the command center out, so Timstep could just build another one. He still has a dozer up here, so ultimately it doesn't really change too much. I mean, a dozer's still worth 1,000 bucks, but I guess saving your RPGs is also important. And here we go. This is one of those battles that's very important. That's going to dictate the future of either player. If all these technicals go down without a fuss, then Dominator is going to be in a weak position. But if these Humvees get destroyed of Timstep, Timstep essentially loses. Timstep is doing a good job here, and I'm seeing some decent micro here from Dominator, but I think he's also doing other things. I think he's looking elsewhere. I think he's planning some things. He's getting his oils now, so he was microing at home, trying to get a bit more cash, because he's recognizing that he needs money. Timstep defended against this attack, and now he can go for the counter push. We even have a Crusader out. The question is, can Dominator actually hold? Because the problem is this. The Humvees, they get experience, right? They kill a unit, they get experience, and eventually they get veterancy. But the same applies to... Oh! Wow! Okay, that is a very early mismatch. Yikes! Okay, well, we're gonna have to have a quick look there. That is insanely early. Okay, that is not good, to say the least. Yikes. Alright, 1 second here, guys. 1 second. Gotta figure out what to do here. Alright. Give me a second. Let's see. Let me just double check a few settings here with the player. Ha, damn. This is very unexpected. This early on? This is quite a shame. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the replay here. And we see the situation with at least the green player here. Let's see. I'm gonna fast forward through this, just to see how dead he was over here, because we had Egg dealing some good damage. I'm actually pushing Memphis back a lot. Now, we were looking a lot at Dominator. There was still... Oh, there's a dozer. Yeah! Ooh, that's where it ends, eh? That's where it ends. Okay. Let me pull that up real quick again. It's not looking good there for Mr. Memphis. One second. Let me see that again. So we had a hijacker next to that dozer there. So it definitely wasn't looking good. Yeah, it's let's see, we do have a judge in the background who's checking this out. Yeah, so somewhere around here, the game was over. I mean, the guy is... Does he have any income? He doesn't have any oil, actually. So he literally can't... Wait. He's trying to build a... Yeah, he's trying to get a ranger with the capture upgrade. That's literally all he's got here. So he was trying to get back into it. In the meantime, there was a push from the top side of Mr. Egg. There was a hijacker here that was probably going to take this dozer as it stands anyway. So I think it is fair to say that... Oh, wait, there's another dozer here, actually. So he did have a dozer. But it did look like Egg did have him in his clutches. So I'll let the judge decide here on this one. All right. All right.
Challenge everything.
And we're back, boys. We're back. Okay, finally, that took a long time. But yes, let's continue. And let's switch it up now to a 5-player map with the surviving players. So let's set that up. Apologies for the delay there. PC randomly just decided to say nope. Which can happen because of the current situation that we have. We did test it beforehand, and it did work. But I guess under the, you know, the real life livestream situation, it croaked just a little bit there. So we're switching to alternative methods, which are not the greatest, but, you know, sometimes it's gonna make do with what we got, right? Sometimes. But yeah, let's see. Let's wait for the players and then jump into the next game. Yes. Okay. Of course, the other two players were eliminated. We had Lazy and Memphis who were eliminated. You can see the score has been updated. So that's working. That's nice. Okay, chat, messages, reset. You all restarted your game. Hey man, it's still important for the guys to restart their game. After all that. I mean, they had ample time, right? Ample time. My god. Alright, let's go. Let's play. Let's see some Zero Hour. What do you guys say, huh? Let's do it. Let's enjoy ourselves. Okay, ooh, I see some interesting armies. But yes, let's see. Is everything working okay? We're having a bit of lag. But we are good. Alright, we have Mr. Egg over here in the Toxin General. And to the left of him, we have Mr. Lucas as a Stealth General. Again! Mr. Lucas, man. Enjoying the Stealth General power, I'm noticing. We have over here normal GLA for Dusty Roads. Up top, we have Tim Step as a normal China. On the right side, we have a Dominator as a normal China. Now, normally you'd be like, I'm normal China. Everything is terrible and I hate life because, you know, normal China is just not the greatest when it comes to surviving early rushes and things like that. They're not the greatest when it comes to surviving the mid-game, and they're not the greatest in the late game. They're good at the end game, when you have an army of hackers that is very happily hacking away, nicely protected and all that stuff. Then China's nice, right? But a cheeky helix here or there could actually do some serious damage. And seeing how Dominator is China and he's next to the other China, Timstep, you know, it kind of technically balances it out towards each other, right? They're probably not going to go for each other either. Just a feeling. They're probably more concerned about the GLAs when they spot them. Like over here, Mr. Egg, having a very interesting tunnel placement. That could be used for some aggression. But we'll have to see how this match will unfold. Dusty over here, getting some tunnels. We've got tunnels over here. Yeah, quite standard bases. We're not seeing any of the GLAs doing any rushing, actually. Not even the Chinas. Look at that. We got an outpost. Where's the flamers, bro? Where are the flamers? Normally by now, everyone's sending flamers everywhere. or a helix or something like that. I think the Chinos are just a bit worried of getting eliminated because they are sort of weak, right? If you lose those supply trucks early on, it kind of messes you up. And here we go. Here we go. Mr. Dominator gets it. He's coming in with a nice helix. Gonna entertain us. That horde bonus comes in just in time. Very important. The horde bonus is when that red star is visible at the feet of the infantry, the China infantry. When they have that red star, it's called horde bonus, and it gives a 50% increased attack speed. That's 5-0, people. That is not something to just ignore. And it looks like he is, in fact, going for the China. Maybe because he's like, well, unless there are GATs out, this could be an easy kill. But there are, in fact, GATs out. 2 GATs. And this is just a regular helix. Is he maybe going to try Dozer Hunt and then... he killed one Dozer. Look at that. One freaking shot, boys. One freaking shot. There is an outpost here. So I guess the Chinos are kind of eyeing each other, thinking like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just go for each other? One of us is likely to die if we do that. Hassan on YouTube says, hello, Leggy! Hello, Hassan. How you doing, man? Let's see. Dragon Tank now finally coming out here. And 2 GAT tanks. Question is, what does the Dominator have? I mean, there's a nice gap here, a nice opening through which the units can move. In the meantime, we have a push down south from Mr. Egg on Lucas. Quite a few quads here, actually. Really hoping we'd see a hijacker, but he just lost his barracks. Mr. Lucas. A hijacker can really change the tide of the battle in these kind of situations, right? Having a hijacker, you steal one of the enemy quads, right? That's the idea. Okay, fun, nice, good. But think of it this way, all right? It's like you eliminate a full health unit of the enemy, plus you gain that unit briefly for yourself. I say briefly because usually they tend to get targeted and die within 2 seconds, but it's like the added benefit is huge. A hijacker only costs $600, a quad costs 700. So if the enemy isn't sending radar vans, just sending quads and stuff like that, it's actually really worthwhile sending 1 or 2 hijackers with your quads to mess things up like that. But let's see. Flamer trying to destroy the bunker. The bunker only has 1 tank hunter in there. Right now, the GATs are getting cleaned up by those outposts. And the Lixes over here of Dominators still alive. The thing is this, once the number of GATs reaches 0, that is when TimSep is in a lot of trouble, right? So there always need to be some GATs in reserve or spread out just to make sure those helixes can't cause any problems. At the same time, though, the outposts are very good against the GAT tanks. Like the GAT tanks, they have, you know, big cannon shooting many big bullets, yes. But for some reason, this little freaking truck, has so much armor against those bullets, they don't actually really penetrate. That's what it looks like. Like 5 GAT tanks could kill an outpost with, like, moderate ease, I would say. But if it's like 2 GAT tanks versus 1 outpost, probably there will already be people who wouldn't take that engagement, because you will lose 1 GAT tank and the other one will go very low health. Now over here, down below, we have Egg, still sort of creeping in a little closer every time. He's managed to secure this money. He's managed to not take this oil yet, though. And he's now taken his own oil. He's getting a palace. Whereas over here, we have Lucas trying to get a bit of that middle money here as well. And this is actually going to help a lot for Mr. Lucas. Now, the one person I haven't spoken about at all is Mr. Dusty Rhodes, who is probably a rich man. Let's look at that income per minute there. 12k per minute. That is a pretty nice K per minute, right? That's pretty good. 13k even. So he's actually the richest, followed by Egg. So Egg is actually going to be able to beat Lucas here, seeing how he's got double the income. Scorpions also very difficult for a stealth general to deal with. Let's see what's happening at the base here. Looks like the Helix attack did actually commence here from Dominator. He did decide to take that risky engagement and go in, even though there are still so many GATs. And he killed some stuff. But now we actually get a weird situation where TimSep might be under threat by Mr. Dusty Rhodes here, who's been chilling, having himself a good time, thinking, hey, you know, I'll just come in and just snatch a player kill if you don't mind. But the thing is this, I don't know about you guys, but this looks like it's going to be a 2v1 here, which means neither player gets a point. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what can be done if you are TimSep in this situation. Because it's clear Dominator on the right is going to be relentless and push. And Dusty Rhodes on the left is going to be relentless and push because he's got a lot of money. He's like, let's get some kills going. There still is a Helix in the back here from Dominator. Didn't quite get killed. And Dominator for sure sees these quads now and thinks, oh, great, there goes my player kill. Because it's basically a 2v1 now. And Dusty probably had no idea this was happening. He probably was like, you know what, I have a big army. Let me just go kill something. We didn't see Dusty having the ability to scout or scan. He's getting his first markets now, so he literally was like, you know what, I got a quad army. This is a China. Let's kill the China. But yeah, this is a classical 2v1 here. And that is 0 points for either player, for Dusty or for Dominator. But let's see how the rest of the game is going to continue here, because Dominator does have quite a lovely army here. And I have to say, there is actually a small chance that Dominator can pack a punch. The thing is this, he's going to need strategy in order to do it. Manpower and firepower is not going to cut it, because Dominator's income is just much lower. Also, an army coming in here. A few dragon tanks could probably clean this up, or a handful of outposts, or even a handful of gats. There's quite a few tier 1 China units that work decently versus quads. But here's the thing, 1 or 2 at a time is probably not going to work out too well. So, Dominator's still in some trouble. Has to retreat his entire army. Speaking of army, it looks like we have a nice army here from Mr. Egg with a battle bus. Dealing some good damage. And that helps to break open those defenses. Egg could have attacked from a different area, could have come in with a Toxic Tractor, cleared this. He's like, nah, man, I'm going through the front gates. I'm going to teach Lucas a lesson. How dare he? How dare he exist? I should be the only GLA alive. Scorps definitely working out very well here. And of course, Toxin General, they come with the Toxin Shells by default, which also helps against infantry, which makes the RPGs a little less effective here. Of Mr. Lucas. Lucas now with the palace up. I mean, the only way that Lucas could stop this is with a couple of battle buses of his own, or maybe a very nice large army of rocket buggies. But just vanilla Stealth General in this situation is just at a severe disadvantage. Quads will get shredded by the Scorps, and that is mostly because they just don't deal much damage to the Scorps. Look at how this Scorp is just alive. Look how many seconds those quad cannons have been cannoning at that one Scorp, right? It's very difficult. We see level 3 now. We got cash bounty for Mr. Egg. Egg is enjoying life, guys. He's enjoying life. Then again, so is Dusty, I guess. Dusty's enjoying himself quite nicely. Doing a good job. There's not much Dominator can do in this situation. He is level 3. He's getting his command center up, and he's going to want to use those general powers. Gosardo coming in with a very nice super chat. Says, yay, power's back. Leggy fed the hamsters. Yes, the hamsters were hungry, boys. They were hungry. We just gave them the promise of some good 0-hour action, and they were like, all right, fine, we'll hamster again. We'll do it. Also, look how funny, right? Look how funny. This is just a random, like, supply stash here, right? And the thing is, it's camo netted, because it's, like, a bit transparent. Fun fact, some of those smoke puffs that you see coming off the buildings, they still sort of show even when the building is stealth. So we might just see Egg randomly force firing here. That is not because he's cheating. Oh my god, how can you see stealth building? It's because the game is like, you know what? Let's give a little hint that there's something here. Look at this guy. He's immediately getting some more workers. He's actually using a Jarman to snipe the vehicles. It's a good idea. This guy for Banana says, did my donation cause the crash? No, man, no. Ooh, rebel ambush on the Jarman. We got Mr. Egg, not messing around today. But yeah, this guy for Bananas, thank you for the donation, man. Really appreciate it. Always nice to see you, right? But yeah, now we got some good 0-hour action. You know, this is what we came for. Ooh, look at that. So Flamers are pretty good against quads, but, you know, it's still a numbers game, right? If you have 10 quads, yeah, that's how you can kill a couple Flamers with that. So, you know, that tends to work quite nicely. Dominator has got his command center up. Is he going to use the general power? He's used mines here, actually. That's pretty clever. Look, you can see it's a nice circle of mines. That's going to make it a bit harder for Dusty to push. Now, Dominator is a free-for-all veteran, man. He knows how this game is played. So he knows that he just needs to stay alive. Just stay alive, because there's probably a 1v1 going on down south, which there is. And he's like, hey, if I just hold a couple of these attacks, the survivor of this 1v1 down south will come in and attack blue, because that will ensure the highest victory chance for all the players. Well, okay, except for blue. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. So Dominator is like, I might be screwed, but it ain't over for me. I gotta wait and see what happens with the other 1v1 battle going on. And Dusty should sort of recognize this as well. He is kind of chilling here. Blue huge! Yes, blue is huge. But at this stage, Egg is not gonna back down. He can smell the blood. He can kill Lucas if he wants to. And Lucas, also a free-for-all veteran, is thinking the exact opposite. He's thinking like, hey man, the longer I survive, the higher the chance that somebody's gonna beat up Egg and hopefully leave me alone. So you can have that sort of same situation happening in different ways on different areas of the map with different players. But the thing is this, Egg knows what's up, man. Egg has his armies, he's got everything. Okay, there's like an oil here. This should really be taken because when you got a guy on the back foot, his income tends to be bad. So, you know, snatching an oil will really stop him from expanding. This money here is drying up quite nicely as well. And Egg might already start attacking blue here. Not sure if that's by accident. I imagine it is. I mean, the rocket buggies, man, they want to fire at something. Tankbuster says, happy it's working again. Yeah, man. Now we get the GGs. Let's see, Dominator though, look at this. He's doing a very good job hanging on. He's got a lot of bunkers, he's filling them up. Look, this one is full because the tank hunter couldn't fit. He's now awkwardly waiting outside. Like his friends didn't let him in because there's just no room. There's no seats, you know? So... Oh. Well, I didn't expect this. Interestingly enough, Dusty is changing target to Egg. Does he have radar vans, maybe? He doesn't have radar van scan. So maybe this is Dusty's reasoning. He's like, I got purple in a chokehold. Purple's got nowhere to go. Let me go for the other guy while the other guy's busy. Because Egg is busy with yellow. And, you know, blue, Mr. Dusty could see that. He could see the rocket buggies here, could see the attacks here. On yellow, he could see that. He has enough scouting to see that happening. So he's like, hey, this guy's completely gonna be caught off guard if I just go in for the kill. And it looks like that's what's happening here, boys. Which is funny, because Dominator's probably like hanging on, hoping for Egg to be his rescuer, but Dusty is playing this very differently. He's saying, no, I'm gonna be the one to have that preemptive strike. The one who does the first attack often finds the most success, right? If you have a big army and you charge into the enemy base, you know, you'll lose that army, but you'll pick off some buildings here and there. And that's the idea, right? You still kind of get a bit of an advantage going. And if you look at the size here of Dusty, it's huge. Now, look at the markets as well. I mean, Dusty's enjoying life, fellas. We got an Anthrax Bomb here. That Anthrax Bomb isn't there to kill Dominator. It is there to taunt him. To tell him, haha, I'm level 5, what you gonna do? The Anthrax Bomb might kill, what? Some trucks, maybe a hacker at best. But it doesn't matter. It's... Ooh. Was that a red Anthrax Bomb? It was. So, over here, we still have Mr. Egg saying, hey man, I still want to kill you, right? I still want to kill you. He's like realizing, blue is a bit of a problem. But he's recognizing how screwed yellow is. He knows that Lucas has very little, right? Lucas has 2.5k per minute. What did I say about the oil? What did I say, huh? And he's got... No, it doesn't have that oil. Does he have any other oil? No, he's still gently collecting here. But this is soon mined out. This is less than $1,000 over there. So, like, this guy is not just on life support. He's like... ready to be taken out. And this supply stash is something very important that needs to be killed by Mr. Egg. Dominator feeling slightly more confident because he's got a good amount of dragon tanks and says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go for the tunnels over here. Because right now, guys, right now, even though they didn't use chat to say, hey, let's work together. I mean, in all fairness, Dominator did say, oh my god, blue, huge. Which is fine, by the way, before some people are like, you know, not happy with that. That's fine to do because they're allowed 2 chat messages. They can write what they want. They can write what they want. And blue now come in and take out the remaining structures. But again, we have Egg taking out the economy here. This was all mined out, so I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a point going to Egg for the player kill because literally his income is 0. It's just literally this one oil that's keeping it all alive. And for the rest, even if he has an arms dealer and a barracks, if you have no real money, what are you going to do? Is, you know, it's, yeah. Villa the Chilla comes in with a super chat and says, you need a live cam when you're doing commentary. Let's go 0 hour. Yes, there are plans to eventually add that. Don't worry. Also, guys, is it me or is just the map turning blue here? You know, it's, if we squint a little bit, you know, seeing how we have the star pattern as well, we start getting close to like the game logo or the USA logo, right? Just almost a little bit. It starts to feel very patriotic. The only thing that's missing is Paladins and the fact that he's GLA. GG, says Mr. Lucas. That is Egg claiming another victim. But yeah, that's one way to kill a player, guys. Just keep being persistent. Keep being relentless. Now only 3 players remain. So all these 3 players here are gonna get a point, because the 3rd place in the match gets 1 point, 2nd place gets 2 points, 1st place gets 3 points. So Egg has been doing very well for himself. We had a RT up here on the tunnels. I think Dominator's planning to do some sort of an attack. He's just not entirely sure what to go for. He's also heavily defending, but there comes a point where if you are sort of recruiting the other guy, right? Which is what's happening now. It's red and purple versus blue. That's how this match is going to play out until the very end. And that's because it makes sense for that to happen, right? At some point, it doesn't matter if you build more defenses. You got to find a way to impact the big player. One way that would work very well is with a Helix. We could see maybe like a Dragon Tank drop from Dominator. Just a Dragon Tank drop where the Helix flies around the back and finds like a very nice juicy spot that's completely unguarded. Like maybe here, you drop it, you flame one marker, flame another, flame the oil, and then it takes a while, but eventually Dusty will realize and then take out the Dragon Tank. You could have a very effective attack like that, right? It's very important. Because the thing is this. In all fairness, Dominator doesn't know how big the other players are, right? He hasn't a clue. He's getting a prop center out. He doesn't know what's going on. And in a way, that's going to mess him up in this match. Because if he knew what's going on, well, then there's a chance he would quit. But there's a chance he would say, let me try and be aggressive. Let me see what I can do to damage Dusty as much as possible. Egg is level 5 now as well, or at least he was already, but I wonder if we're going to see an Anthrax Bomb. It's been, the last time we saw the Anthrax Bomb of Egg, it was on the supply here. I'm guessing that within a minute, that Anthrax Bomb is ready to go once again. And that would kind of help here destroy the units. You see one Scorpion, but he doesn't have Toxin Shells, which means that this Scorpion cannot clear the Anthrax of an Anthrax Bomb, right? It can. He's just like, nope. Let's see. Battle Bus coming in. And Dusty floating a little bit there. Enjoying all the money from all the kills. All the cash bounty. And he's at the same time attacking up top. Look at this man. He doesn't care. He's literally, he wants the 2v1. He's like, I'm going to attack both of you at the same time. What you going to do? What you going to do? Huh? Can you micro 2 armies? I can micro 2 armies. Yeah, Egg doesn't have much here. And at the end of the day, it's money. Money dictates so much in this game. And Dusty with a whopping 31k per minute. Mind you, a chunk of this is cash bounty, but let's be honest, he's got a couple of black markets to his name, right? There's just no way these guys can compete. Dominator is on 3k per minute, and Egg is on almost 6k per minute. Even if you add it up and multiply it by 3, it's still less than the money that Dusty is making here, guys. So even if Dusty says, you know what, screw micro, forget about it. You know, let me get my 6-year-old son to play for a while. Like, let's say that happens, he would still win the game. And no, I don't know if he has a 6-year-old son. I'm just saying. Probably would be cool though. Probably. You know, there are new generations of 0-hour players. And I'm not making this up. A lot of people grew up with the game, and they're having kids now, and they're getting their kids into the game. And the kids are like, hey, you know, the graphics aren't the greatest, but it's actually a pretty fun game. So, you know, there's that. So, you know, it won't be too long before we'll have situations like that happening. Where Dusty's like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Dusty Jr., can you take over for a minute? And you're like, sure, Dad. Sure. And he's gonna be like, good. So we win some money, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the winner of each match wins $30, you know? I mean, why tell your kids to do chores? Just tell them to win 0-hour matches for you, you know? That's much better. Much better. Anthrax Bomb comes in. Gets cleared very quickly. Keeps that buggy alive, man. Look at Egg, man. He's playing very well tonight. To be so quick to react and clear that Anthrax with the Scorp. Love it. I know in YouTube says, hello, Mr. Leggy. Greetings from Mongolia. Hey, man. Nice to see you. Always fun to see you on the streams. Let's see. Anthrax Bomb. Was that already used? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was used. But, it's clear, Dusty has both of these in a chokehold, both of these players. They're trying to hang on, but even this, right? You lose a tunnel, it hurts. And then you lose a black market, that hurts a lot. We have a carpet bomber now from Dominator coming in. Does he have an internet center? He does have an internet center and got second spy satellite just in time. Is a carpet bomber on target? Let's see, ladies and gents. It is sort of on target. Not too bad. Could be better, but yeah, it still helps. Actually, he took out a chunk. Never mind. That was a gorgeous hit. More than I realized there. But even so, even if it is a gorgeous hit, ultimately it doesn't matter, because every time you lose one black market or another tunnel here, another tunnel there, your base gets smaller. But there's nothing that's happening where people are reducing the size of Dusty's base. Dusty is just chilling, having a good time, pumping away. Look at all the arms dealers, man. Look at all the arms dealers. There's a lot of arms being dealt over here. A lot. You know, he's definitely making use of that. Spamming away. 35k per minute. He doesn't even have a minute's worth of income in his actual bank account here. He's constantly spending that cash. Spamming away. Now you can see a Toxin Battle Bus, how powerful it is. It's still wounded and all this stuff broken down, but it still kills so many units. But eventually, it's the numbers. It's the sheer willpower of Dusty's army and the non-stop reinforcements. And that's it. The base of Egg is dropping in size pretty quick there. Dominator still has all those bunkers, but ultimately, it doesn't make a difference. He's now... It looks like he's going to go for a Helix here. He's realizing he needs to do some sort of an attack. He's selling a lot of his stuff. You might be surprised, but he's got almost no money. Let's see if the income shoots up now. Ooh, you know. GG says Egg, and he surrenders. Coming in third place, Mr. Egg. Dominator knows what's up and surrenders as well. Very well played here by Mr. Dusty Rhodes. A very strong free-for-all player. And not entirely surprised to see him come in with a victory here. He definitely had some luck in this match where he didn't get attacked. He kind of could choose and dictate how the game was going to be played. He had a bit of luck that Dominator was already sort of dealing with Timstep in the beginning. So that kind of... Yeah, you know, is if you then bounce onto the next enemy, right, that enemy is still sort of wounded. So he could quite quickly come in, take the top spot. Maybe I can even scroll there. Yeah, he could come in, take this spot very quickly. Did so nicely. And yeah, that was that. All right, GG, restart your game. So Dusty comes in with the first victory of the evening. Now let's see. We're gonna jump into the next match.
Challenge everything.
Let's see how that's gonna go. We're gonna switch it back up to 7 players. Gonna be nice, man. Gonna be nice. Let's have a look. Maps. Next map is gonna be Swamp Assault. Ooh. Blitz says that's a lot of eggs. Well, don't worry, a lot of the eggs got squished. Alright, let's go Swamp Assault. Which is a nice map by Mr. Tanso. Alright. Let me double check with the players that they restarted their game once they've joined. Let me also tell them in the Discord that I've hosted. Alright. Make sure you restart your game. We restart our game in between matches. The power of stealth, says Ramo. Yeah, the power of stealth definitely served Lucas quite well there. Has to be said. But ultimately, with the lack of firepower of Stealth General, it still gets pretty difficult. Alright, let's see. No rules. It's not pro rules. Sometimes, like DEFCON usually is pro rules. But the matches are going to be played no rules. So Auroras are allowed, super weapons are allowed, all that is allowed. All right. We are missing one player. Who are we missing? Well, that's the thing. We don't know, right? We don't know. Ramo says, anonymous tournament, I think. No names showed during the tournament. Yeah, so, I mean, the players know who's in the set. So, for example, Dusty Rhodes knows that Lucas is in the set, right? He knows that. But he doesn't know who he's next to, right? So this is the player names. So ultimately, you could argue, you know, based on play style, you know who's who. But speaking of that, we one time had an anonymous challenge, right? Similar layout to this. Okay. 1 second. You all restarted your game. It's very important. So yeah, we had a similar layout to this. Like, everyone's anonymous, blah, blah, blah. And I interviewed one of the players right after the stream, right? And just, you know, casual voice chat. Like, it wasn't even on stream, you know? He's like, oh, man, it was so obvious that that guy was, I don't know, Excal. It was so obvious, man. So obvious. Definitely his playstyle. And it turned out to be Raging K or something. Like, it's really funny. The players feel it's really obvious on who's who with the playstyle. It's just so funny. But when, you know, push comes to shove and you remove the mask, it's like, oh, apparently it was that guy all along, you know? Oh, all right. I'm noticing the points are not up to date here. They should update either during the next match or at the end of the next match. But I'll be honest, seeing how we already had a strange crash happening, and wow, that's a lot of GLAs, I don't really want to start touching things and have another interruption. So, you know, the points are basically there to see which player is going to reach the finals. And of course, we'll announce that at the end of the match. I mean, at the end of the set as well. So the points, although they're fun, they're not super important for this kind of a set. It's about who wins the matches. When you win a match, you get money, boys. You get money. You get $30 per match victory. So far, Dusty has a very nice match victory there. But let's jump into this match. Swamp Assault. We got Mr. Lazy here as Super Weapon General. Maybe we'll see some Auroras. And Marmor in YouTube says, hi. Well, hi there, Mr. Marmor. Discount for bananas. How you doing, man? Let's see. Mr. Egg over here as Demolition General. He is GLA once again. Above him, we have Dominator as Toxin. I'm sure he's happy about that. Always a nice army to be, Toxin, because you probably will not get rushed because you got those powerful Toxin tunnels. And if you do get rushed, you have an easier time surviving. Oh, there we go. The points magically updated. There you go. We have Memphis over here as the Stealth General. Got Lucas as the Laser. And we got Dusty, who's got a lot of points here. Yikes, man. Look at those points. He's Demo. Also, very powerful army in No Rules Free-For-All. Probably the best army. Then over here, we have Timsep as normal GLA. Now, the one thing I'm kind of hoping for is that the players will choose to attack each other. And not only build up, because we got a lot of GLAs here. When we have too many GLAs, they tend to be like, yeah, you know what? I'd rather build black markets instead of suicide quads onto your defenses. And then before you know it, everyone's just building black markets and no one's really attacking. In fact, we're not seeing that many rushes. Ooh, look at this guy! Oh my god! Was that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, folks. But Dusty's gonna kill that Patriot there, no problem. Gets a good amount of XP for it too. And ooh, is this a naughty technical? We saw this in the first match as well, in the Flower Oases match, where Dominator came in with a technical to do some scouting. Just kind of trying to figure out what to do. He's asking for peace there, so that's a chat message being used. Let's see. Dominator now checking out the other side. Going great. It's one GLA or another. Let's see what's happening here. Timsep is taking it a little slower here. Hasn't killed anything. He's been quite good. He's managed to secure himself this section here just a little bit. There is still a lot of cash here. 3 piles, guys. 3 piles. That's worth building a supply. Technical coming in again from Dominator. Crushing the workers. Now, this is actually very good aggression here from Dominator. Taking out those workers over and over again is really annoying when you're a GLA, because you have to keep rebuilding the workers, and it takes a while to rebuild those workers, so your income is heavily reduced. So, you know, Dominator in this situation has not been losing income. So, let's see. Egg, yeah, look at that. There is already a 1k difference here. So, think about that. That means like 1.5 extra quads can be produced per minute by Dominator. If you keep that up for a couple minutes, you can overwhelm the enemy and take him out. Let's see what's happening down below here. Super Weapon General, Mr. Lazy is in some trouble. Is that your last dozer, sir? I think it is. That is not a happy dozer. What is happening over here? Never mind. We got another dozer here. Very important. Because we got a very aggressive Tim Step coming in. And a single supply here. The income is just not there for Mr. Lazy here. He's going to struggle against Tim Step. Although it's actually not even too bad. I think he was using 3 Chinooks on a single supply. But yeah, there's that, boys. There's that. It's income. Oh, he's got the oil. That's what he's got. Right, that's what he's got. Yeah, not much going on here for Lazy. Even here, we're seeing him sort of continue. He's not surrendering. Most players at this point would just surrender, man. This guy for Banana says, "Hey, Leggy! Greetings from Lithuania!" Hey, man. This guy for Banana's a big legend in the community. And oh, that vet 3 quad! We'll shred Humvees. See what's happening down below. Again, continued aggression here on the worker line. Very good plays from Mr. Dominator. He's structurally taken out Mr. Egg, making sure there's no real income. GG says Lazy, who again is the first one out. Very unfortunate for him. Tim Step did have more money. Tim Step did have a good army and just went for it. And in this map, if you are USA, you're going to have a harder time because there's just 2 supplies here. So China throws down a supply and GLA can just throw it down as well. USA, it's a lot pricier. One full supply center costs $3,200 for USA, whereas for China, it's only $2,100. So there's literally more than $1,000 difference. So in the very early game, you don't have that kind of cash to just spend on all those supplies. Up top, looks like we have Mr. Lucas. No, Lucas! Oh, yeah. Yeah, that came close. That came close, people. That came close. Nice from Dusty, man, to put that tunnel here to kind of bait the Humvees to go onto the demo trap. That's what you get in these kind of high-level games. It's a little bits of thinking of, oh yeah, I just have innocent tunnel here. Come kill it. Don't worry, there's nothing here. There's no demo trap. That came so close, man. Lucas would have lost at least 3 Humvees there, and 3 Humvees can make the difference between having an attack that kills a player or just an attack that kills a few defenses and then gets destroyed. So far, it's very interesting because Dusty seemed to be having a great time, similar to the previous match in on Chunk Island. But now he's in some trouble. Demo bike's coming out. Does have the palace, though. So for sure, he's getting the demo upgrade. But let's have a look down below here again on Mr. Dominator, dealing some good damage to Egg. Yeah, still kind of going on there. But it looks like Dominator is pulling ahead here. Let's see what's happening with the Humvees. Yeah, this is kind of the problem now. The arms dealer's destroyed, so even if he gets the demo upgrade, which I'm sure he's getting, any second now it'll kick in, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because what's he gonna blow up? He's got no stuff. He's got no units. That's sort of the thinking. GG says blue, and that is Mr. Egg eliminated here by Mr. Dominator. Gets a second player kill. So he gets 2 points. I'm sure he's happy about that. Palace up top here is going to help defend a little bit. And Memphis got power? What? Did you get power, sir? Yes, you did. Oh my god. Stole the command center. I mean, stole the dozer off of the Laser General, probably, Mr. Lucas. And that changes a lot. That changes a lot. Laser General is such a beautiful army to steal. Because you can get laser tanks, which are insanely powerful. They are, I don't know, are they the best tank in the game? Maybe, because they're spammable, they don't move weird like Overlords, you can get Search and Destroy, and the composite armor upgrade is broken. Yes, there are a couple of things that are broken. The composite armor upgrade is one of them, where it gives Laser Crusader 44% more health. Yes, totally okay for an upgrade. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. Memphis wants to deal some serious damage here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see how Mr. Lucas is gonna hold. Oh, he's sending an A10. Well, that's rather interesting. Is that A10 gonna achieve much? Yeah, actually, not bad. It kills the technical, but not the guys that come out. Now that is interesting. Let's see. There is a chance for all this to be cleaned up. It's not impossible. The reason is there are a lot of Humvees out. That being said, though, Lucas has to be careful with his money as well as his income. It is just a lot of stuff. He needs to keep producing the scout drones here. That's essential. These Humvees, you will see, the units are constantly targeting the scout drones, right? And that's important. Look at that. Again, shooting the scout drone, shooting the scout drone. So the scout drone is only $100 per scout drone. And it distracts the enemy fire a lot. Okay, not on rocket buggies. They don't shoot air things. They only shoot the Humvees. Is he going to go for the crush? Is he going to do it? He tried, he tried. But look at that. Cash bounty already here. Memphis enjoying the life, being level 3. A 3-star general, boys. A 3-star general. Let's see. The number of GLAs surviving is a potential problem here, as you can see. Surrender comes in from Lucas. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a point going to Memphis there for actually taking him out. I don't think that Dusty did any damage to Lucas. I think Dusty just was busy hanging on and defending. Didn't actually deal damage. Let's see, he does have a demo upgrade now. And now we have a situation where we have 4 GLAs. 4 GLAs. Could be a bit problematic here for the game. Hopefully they're going to build Scudstorm soon. Hopefully they're going to be aggressive soon. The reason I say this is because when you have 3 GLAs in the late game or end game, those matches are notorious for crashing because players just build up. They only build up. They're like, look, if I attack, I'm going to put myself in a weaker position. And they would be right. They would be right. So they would just build up and focus on getting a lot of markets, a lot of income, and hope that they have more income than anyone else. And if anybody attacks them, they hope that they have a good chance surviving. Right now, though, this guy is definitely looking like an easy target. This is even a fake arms dealer because it was building rather quick there. And we have a supply center here. Do we have a USA war factory here for Mr. Memphis? Doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. He's not utilizing the USA technology. Yeah. It won't be long. Or, we're gonna have to instruct the players to attack one another. Because the number of dots on the minimap is increasing exponentially. And within 2 minutes, guys, this whole minimap is just covered in stuff. We do have a big army here from Mr. Timsep. It looks like he is gearing up for an attack. He's got junk repair, doesn't have AP bullets yet. He does have AP rockets, so this will probably get upgraded very soon. You can see this man is planning some sort of an attack. He's also got a lot of stuff here. He's happily defending, but I have a feeling he's going to push towards the right here. I think he's going to start attacking orange. Just a feeling, based on how everything's situated and oriented. We're not seeing him with that much stuff here, but here there's just a tiny bit more. He's building a tunnel as well. So you can tell that his mind is over here on this section of the map. So green wants to push in from there. You can see it. It's always so lovely to see that stuff with the players, right? It's always so nice. Let's see. Stinger sights going up. Memphis getting ready to defend against a potential push from Pink. But Pink is in no position to do anything. Let's see. USA War Factory has been constructed. Where's that search and destroy? Where's the strat center? There it is, boys. In the very back. Nice and safe. Now, it is no rules. So the players do need to recognize that Scudstorms can make an appearance. So even if you build that strategy center in the very back, hey man, a Scudstorm like this one can fire all the way wherever it wants on the map and cannot be intercepted. So the Scudstorm missiles from the building, they cannot be zapped and stopped by Avengers. It's only the Scudstorm missiles from the unit, you know, the one with the long rocket that comes out of the arms dealer. That one can be stopped by an Avenger. But Scudstorm building? No, that guy always hits. Always. Xcal says, who won the first game? That was Mr. Dusty Rhodes. Quite a convincing win as well. Let's see. Let me see if I can verbally communicate here to my confidant, my fellow judge. Can you respond to me? Oh, I don't think he hears me. Wait, he does hear me, right? Can you message me on Discord if you can hear me, sir? He says he can. Okay, excellent. It might be worth getting ready to join the voice chat and tell the players they have to start attacking each other, because it really won't be long before we get a crash warning here with this many GLAs. But let's see, let's see. So far, we're still good. No crash warning yet, but it won't be long. But yes, Scudstorms definitely help make people feel a little more like, hey, I'm going to take you out. And there we go. We got the first proper crash warning here. Are we going to see any reactions from the players? Got a beacon in the back there. So, Dominator is definitely putting some good beacons here. Of course, we don't like to interfere, tell the players what to do. Like, hey, attack. The game is going to crash, but we'd rather have them attack and the game is going to crash. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, the players didn't join the VC. Okay, can you private message the players who are alive and tell them join the VC? Could you do that, Mr. Confidant, who nobody sees lurking in the background? keeping an eye on the stream, making sure everything goes okay. We have a Scud Storm over here. More Scud Storms going up. Or maybe this game will still be saved, just because everyone's gonna freak the hell out that there are so many Scud Storms of Mr. Green. Even Yellow speeding up the Scud Storms. Now the thing is this, Yellow has a bit of an advantage when he's building Scud Storms because he has power, right? We can see over here there's a power bar. As long as he has power, he can build twice as fast. So his Scud Storm, he places down the scaffold, this building, it will build twice as fast. Yellow has power. Yes. We heard the search and destroy, but that is one chat message said by Mr. Green, that is Tim Step. For those who are wondering, why do I say Tim Step? It's, you know, it's obviously Tom Step. His name is pronounced Tim Step. So that's why I do that, just to respect the player. And we have a serious crash warning. Mr. Confidant, if you can message the players, spam them like crazy and say attack, because the game is going to crash. That would be greatly appreciated, because I think the game's going to crash. We do have armies. He says he's on it. All right, good man, good man. Okay. So, yeah, the players should have been in a voice chat for precisely this reason. So we could have someone join the voice chat and tell them, guys, attack, because the game's going to crash. And they should all attack. You know, all. Not one guy who has an army attacks. No, everyone, even if you have almost nothing. It's better to attack than to have the game crash. And maybe it's worth telling the players that they can write in all chat that they need to join the voice chat. And also tell them there's a serious crash warning. This is what I already predicted about 10 minutes ago. I said, hey guys, wait 5 minutes. And here we are. It's, I mean, it's getting more scuds, which is going to add more pressure for players to do something. But I have a feeling it's going to take too long before any attack actually commences. And there's that. And we have more scuds. I mean, the scuds are great. The scuds are great. Love the scuds. Scuds are also very good at killing stuff. Right? Well, we got this lovely bus army here of green that I'd love to see deal some serious damage. Like I said, the GLAs just love to build up. Because it's just, you know, if we didn't have a crash thing, right? Which is when there's over 1,000 units, the game tends to crash. We are definitely gonna reach 1,000 very soon at this rate. Then, yeah, players are not attacking. They're not attacking. There's no reaction here. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a 4-player free-for-all, guys. It's looking like it. Players are not attacking. It doesn't look like they're saying anything in chat either, saying, guys, game's gonna crash, we have to attack. So yeah, we'll jump into a 4-player match then. It could also be that the players don't want to be the first one to make the first move, because let's say green does the first move on orange, and then these two guys, yellow and pink, both attack green, then green's in a weakened state, right? So players are not too keen. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate of the players to request them to attack when they know it's not in their best interest. But if it means the game crashes, then it's like there's no point to it at all anyway. So there's that. They're still not attacking. Nothing happening here. So I think, yeah, look, still more markets. The only person who can see what's going on in the map with USA Intelligence is Yellow. He's the only one. So he can activate his USA Intelligence and be like, wow, that's a lot of dots on that minimap. But yeah, so there's that. Number of dots is just increasing gently, right? But yeah, I think we're already past the point of no return. We have Anthrax Beta. We do. That's very good. This upgrade actually increases the damage of the Scud Storm. You can get it on the Palace. It's Anthrax Beta. For some reason, it increases damage output from the building, the Scud Storm. Not from Scud Launchers, the units. Again, you know, so many things. Yeah. Well, maybe what I can do is I can close my Radmin. So we disconnect. And maybe they'll check the Discord. Because the game's going to crash. There's no... I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hopefully it doesn't crash for everyone. But, yeah, serious crash warning. We're already over 1,000 units, guys. Already over 1,000 units. Over 1,000 units. So, I'm pretty sure it's already too late. Even if everyone went crazy and attack right now, I think it's already too late. Yeah, so I'm just going to enable now. Hopefully they realize, hopefully one of them checks their Discord. And they're like, wait, we should be killing each other. Hopefully Scudstorm launched is going to be sounding right away. I don't know if that's the case. Doesn't look like it. I'll just disable my Radmin again. Yes. Okay, one of the players is now responding. One of the players. Okay, should have done this a little sooner. Yeah, so they should probably spam all chat saying attack now, crash warning, attack now, crash warning. So they know it's not, you know, they're not going to get minus points, but only if they spam that. Not spamming other words like everybody attack green. Hey, that still counts as chat. If you spam that, that is not okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yes. Good man, TimStep. Yeah. Yeah. Ideally, he writes a couple more messages so they get the hint. And here we go! Something is happening! Something is happening. And something is happening. The question is it too late? It's probably still too late, but let's see. We need to see an insane reduction in the number of units. But yes, yellow is coming in with a Scudstorm. That's Mr. Memphis. Hitting pink. And let's see, Scudstorm's firing away from green. That is going where exactly? That's going on yellow. Suddenly, there's death and destruction. Good. Good. Maybe it's too late. Hopefully, it's not too late. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully, orange also decides to attack. If he's got something to attack with, which he probably does. We still have a massive ground army from TimStep. It could be that he's just hoping to get the super weapons to get to level 5 to then sneak attack somewhere or someone. Here, look, pink has a bunch of buses, right? There's a bunch of buses. The number of units are dying. It's dropping. We're on our way. We're on our way. But yeah, I'm not seeing... Okay, we're seeing some buses being loaded up. No AP rockets yet, though. What about over here? Do we have AP bullets? Can I tell? Is there a random quad? Yes. Yeah, we do have AP bullets. So, okay, green is now pushing in hard on the Stealth General. Is it going to happen, boys? Is the game going to recover? Is it going to survive? Maybe yes, maybe no. We will see. We will find out. But yeah, let's have some TimStep+++ for writing that message and also coming in with a big attack and trying his best to save the game. In all fairness, though, he's looking pretty good there with 23k per minute. Also reached level 5 now. Go for the Scudstorm kills. Have himself a good time. Now he can expect some resistance coming in from orange right about now because everyone can see the number of yellow Scudstorms dropping. Dropping hard too. So, you know, Dominator will see that and be like, well, there's still a lot of Scudstorms for green. How about we go for him then? Because if you don't kill green, you can literally just obliterate your entire base every 5 minutes. Because that's how short that Scudstorm timer is. It's ridiculous. In a good way, I guess, right? We like destruction. We like pain. We like death. We're still on unsafe amount of units, still. But TimStep's putting in the work, man. Look at that. Look at him go. Sneak attack. As I said, man, that was the plan. He wants to sneak attack. And is he sending out stuff? Yeah, not really. Anthrax Bomb is coming in as well. Gonna cut off that production. Hey, I have to say, so far, yellow is dying at an extraordinary rate. Sneak attack should definitely be saved here. Just pop a few units, man. You can save it. That's a pity. We have a bus here still dealing damage. We still have a serious crash warning. Still over 1,000 units, but at least we're dropping a little bit. We're dropping a little bit. Small chance. And in the meantime, I see something happening down below. Is it Dominator coming in? Oh, lol. This is hilarious. Look at this. There's a tunnel there. We're under the bridge. And the missiles are hitting the ground of the bridge there. Scudstorm being used on yellow. Memphis in some trouble. Look at that. The command center of the USA destroyed. Did we see Mr. TimStep trying to steal that dozer for himself, steal laser? He could have done that. It could have made him, like, really powerful, put him in a great position for having power. But now, down below, we see Mr. Dominator coming in with a big charge, big push, and ooh, some explosive boys over there. Dealing some good damage, taking out some buses. Quads versus buses is not going to work too well. Rebel ambush as well, not going to really do too much. Let's see, up top, though, we still have some units of Mr. TimStep. He's still attacking. And he knows that he's severely weakened yellow. He knows it. Even though the guy's a stealth general, he actually has very little. And he actually says, I'm dead, to pink. Hoping that pink will back off. Right now, TimStep has another strong player to worry about. And that is Dominator, the Toxin General. Can TimStep hold? He's having some serious losses. And Dominator now floating as well. Like I say, you see that with the cash bounty. For a GLA, it's so quick. You get that money, man. You kill a black market, you get 250 bucks. That's only level 2 cash bounty. Dominator, once he hits level 5, he's going to go for a level 3 cash bounty. And then he gets 20% of the value of whatever he destroys. If he destroys a Scud Storm, he gets $1,000. Okay? That is pretty sweet. That is pretty nice. And this is definitely a problem here for Team 7. Angry mobs would be great at clearing this up. Quad cannons are literally the worst unit in this situation because they will not deal good damage to buses. They don't deal good damage to Scorpion tanks. Let's see. So far, we're still over the limit of the number of units, but the players are attacking nicely, right? And that looks like it might be an Anthrax bomb coming in from Mr. Dominator. Look at that little plane flying overhead here. And drop off that bomb. Dominator's got some good kills in here. Actually got himself level 5. And we have another sneak attack up top. See some Anthrax here. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, I think he just killed a Scud Storm. I think that's why there's the Anthrax. Or maybe it's from the Contaminate. Could also be. But let's see. Is Team Sip actually going to try and take out a player here? Continue that push and take out a player. There's a whole load of buses here, and this could be an actual game ender for Team Sip if he doesn't have a solution. He's got a Scud Storm ready. Is he going to use the Scud Storm? No, he's not. He could have used it defensively. There is a fun thing about Scud Storms where if you use your Scud Storm to hit your own Scud Storm, so this Scud Storm hits itself, it takes 0 damage from its own missiles. Don't ask me why these kind of things exist in the game, guys, but they just do. They just exist. And Green, Mr. Timstep, is hoping, absolutely hoping, that Memphis is just going to be like, yeah, I'm kind of screwed. GG, guys. We've got some light attacks coming in from the top side here. Oh, Mr. Dusty Rhodes. He's smelling the opportunity to get a couple kills here and there and get some good XP for it. A lot of Scorps here coming in from Dominator to reinforce this area and keep attacking. All these buses have been cleaned up, though. All these buses have been cleaned up. There's only still one here that can be killed. And now switching it up to Scorps. Probably will still work just fine. Yeah, man, comes in with a super chat saying rooting for Dominator. Well, Dominator's doing pretty well here, guys. He's doing pretty well. He's not making too much noise by getting too many Scud Storms. Because let's say hypothetically that Yellow were to die. Let's say he surrenders. Let's say it like that. He surrenders, right? Voluntarily says, you know what? I need a cigarette break. I'm out. Bye-bye. Then Pink is most likely going to charge Green, okay? He's going to go for Timstep. And that means that Dominator is worming his way into a position where he's going to be, you know, pretty powerful, pretty decent. Because once Green is dead, Dominator will probably be able to take out the remaining player. But never say never. We don't know what's going to happen here. And there is still a chance that things are going to go differently. That's the beauty of these games. You're never sure. You're never certain. You know, it's like football, guys. It's like football. You only need 5 minutes for everything to go upside down, right? He's selling the market here. Good call. Just to make it easier for the Scorpions to get in position and fire all at once. Another bus gets destroyed. Over here we have a bus. And, yeah, not looking too great here for the green player. Dominator's having way too much fun dealing damage to him. Look at this guy. Just, thank you. Oh my god, I just don't want to die. And let's see, Timstep could have actually gone for Scud launchers in this situation. They would work so beautifully in this situation because nobody has USA. USA technology has been lost, which means that a Scud launcher will always hit its target. An Avenger, that's a USA unit, it can stop a Scud missile, right? And that's what makes it so dangerous. But since USA technology got lost in this match because Yellow got Dozer hunted, he still has a power plant, but that's about it. You know, it's probably worth getting a Scud launcher with that last general point he can still spend. Because if, imagine here, sneak attack, you pop a Scud launcher, you fire the missile. If the missile flies over the buildings, and there's nothing Dominator can do to stop that missile, and it will hit its target. And even if you have like a bunch of Scorps, like I know these are green Scorps, I know, okay? But like, let's say one Scud missile hits right here, all 5 of these guys instantly die. Instantly. Scud launcher is a very powerful unit. And you see it quite often in free-for-all matches, but when you have players who have their history and their background in 1v1, you don't see them as often. Help, Green is winning, says the guy with more Scud Storms. I mean, might fall on deaf ears, that kind of a request. But yeah, we got more Scout Storms firing away here. Green is recognizing that he needs to do something about orange. Timsep firing away. And where is it going? On the 3 Scout Storms that are all quite close together here. In all fairness, he doesn't actually have that much space to build. So I can understand, but to be honest, I would have loved to see a Scout Storm on this. You know, that's some good income to hit. That's good to go for, boys. You want to do that. You want to do that. But yeah, let's see. Scout Storm gets destroyed. And again, because there's Anthrax Beta, both of these Scout Storms go down. If he didn't have Anthrax Beta, which is... I don't know. You know which upgrade it is. This one. If he didn't have it, then both of those Scout Storms would have survived to the hole and then rebuilt over time. Massive Scorp push! Oh my god! That being said, though, Dominator has more income. But these units, these Scorpions, are slightly cheaper for normal GLA. Let's play a game, guys. How much does a Scorpion cost for GLA? How much does it cost for Tox in general? I mean, you might be surprised how cheap a Scorpion is for normal GLA. Let's see it. Come on, let's flood the chat a little bit. Let's see what everybody thinks. Look at these buses, how effective they are. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. Oh, man. Look at the damage, man. These buses. Let's see. Anthrax Bomb is going to do some damage. Not bad. We do see the continued assault here. Green is not backing down. So he's beaten down yellow quite a bit here. He's doing a good job. Still have a serious crash warning. In all fairness, though, even pink is attacking now. But green has to choose. He wanted to beat down yellow, and he did so quite nicely, right? Timsep got rid of the laser general for Memphis there, and that was very important because the laser general armies are very powerful. There's still one power plant here, and that's soon going to be denied. So Timsep did a good job, but now he had to switch it up to a different opponent. He had to go for Dominator. Dominator was having too much fun, dealing too much damage. We're now seeing a situation where Dominator, with an insane economy here, is actually kind of struggling to push back against these Scorps. Got a big float there from Dominator, 46k, and I think he's very motivated to get a lot of buses. But perhaps, at this stage, it's better just to spend your money, get a whole load of Scorps yourself, and take it from there. Let's see, Memphis still on the back foot here, still struggling. And let's see, a lot of chaos and destruction here. That's Toxin Anthrax right there. Dominator using a Scud defensively. We're seeing that Timsep is sort of coming back. But his income is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And income is very important. You might say, oh, but green has more Scuds. Yeah, but... I don't know. Dominator's probably still in a slightly better position. Look at this. Now he's realizing. He's like, okay, I just gotta spend my cash. He's getting those arms dealers, and he's pumping out Scorps. He knows that if he has enough Scorps, he can overpower the Scorps over here. And it's just the Scorps versus Scorps. Whoever has the most numbers, that guy's gonna win it. Let's see up top. Still have Memphis under threat. Interestingly enough, you would look at this situation and be like, yeah, Memphis is in a terrible position, you know, he's really pushed back and whatever. But the funny thing is, if you look at the income per minute, he actually has more money. Wait. Hey? Did you guys see that? Did he just sell a bunch of markets? Okay. Well, that's not something you see every day. Not entirely sure why he wanted to do that. And yes, here we go, man. This is what I wanted to see right here. This is a killer hit. Look how many little black markets didn't quite make it. At the same time, though, there was a nice sneak attack on the left, but it got taken care of. Oh, man. Seriously, man, that hit here was beautiful. And you're going to see that Dominator's income is going to suffer from those kind of hits. A few Scud Storms like that. I mean, he's hitting the defenses, right? But it's... If you just hit his economy, then even the defenses won't really make that much of a difference. If you hit, let's say, the palace here, right? If that's his only palace, it will slow him down a lot. If you hit here, another whole load of markets. We have the radar van scan from Dominator here. What about Timsep? Let me see. Do we have his radar anywhere? Yes, over here. He does have rate of scan as well. He needs to find the good, juicy targets and go for that. He's got more Scud Storms and could deal more damage. And at the end of the day, if you can get rid of a player's income, you can just storm the front with units. You'll still win it. But let's see. Up top, still continued attacks. Memphis running out of everything here. And I hear another Scud Storm firing away. Let's see where these missiles are going, boys. Let's see it. Dominator is starting to feel the heat, feel the pressure, but I'm sure he doesn't realize that he's still ahead economically. It's production, I guess? I guess he is. Now we have a situation where Dusty's starting to float a little bit as well. Dusty's having a great time. Dusty, I don't know, man. Like, you had a good fortune cookie or something telling you, like, you know, you're got good luck in the games to come because, you know, even in the Chunk Island match, like, he was just kind of being left alone, could just do his thing, stuff like that. Let's see. What is the plan here? I hear more Scud Storms firing away. Please tell me you're going to hit the income or hit something where it really hurts. Where's it going, boys? Where's it going? Where's it going? It's going on the other Scud Storm. I get it. But if you think about it, guys, if you think about it, how much damage did Dommy's Scud Storm do over here? It killed, what? Angry Mob, Barracks, 2 tunnels. Really not too bad, right? But imagine you use your Scud Storm over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 markets would go down. No problem. 7 markets. That's a lot of markets. That's a big chunk of the guy's economy as well. Timstep still 1 point available. He's, I think he wants to keep it for the next game. That's a joke, by the way. They don't transfer. But let's see. We now have Dusty Rhodes coming in on the top side, continuing the push onto Mr. Memphis. Now, this game is going to get pretty interesting, because I can tell you, Memphis is not long for this world, guys. Not long for this world. Really not long. And that means that Memphis, when he dies, there's going to be a bit of a power vacuum, isn't there? Right now, you got green against orange. Ha! Who will make it? Which GLA is a stronger GLA? But then, when yellow disappears, right? Guys, when yellow disappears, what is going to happen in this match? Is pink going to go for green? Is pink going to go for orange? Or are orange and green going to go for pink? Everything is possible. Is he seriously trying to scaffold survive? I don't know what he's doing. He's still trying to hang on, though. You know. I hear a load of sneak attacks. This one's in the back here from Pink. Pink just wants to close it off and take out Memphis. Understandable, because there's still so many units in the game. In fact, in about a minute, we'll see how many units there are. In all fairness, these guys are fighting nicely. Memphis doesn't have that much left, guys. He doesn't have that much left. He's trying to hang on. And I hear a lot of Scud Storms firing. Are those green Scud Storms? They are green Scud Storms. Whoops, wrong way. Let's zoom out. Where are these going? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, almost. Let's go for the production instead. Still a good hit. Hey, man, not complaining. Still a good hit. And this could absolutely mess up Dominator right here, guys. Absolutely. Look at the death and destruction that these Scud Storms can bring. The thing is, I just kind of feel like he hit the wrong targets. I mean, you know, the money, man. Money. Did he just hit 2 Scud Storms there? Bruh. Okay. Now, Dominator is freaking out just a little bit. Pretty sure of that. But he still has more income than Timstep. Right? And now, all these Scuds, you know, they're great when they deal their damage. They're great when they destroy so much, but it's a few arms dealers of $2,500. They can be rebuilt. Right? But it's some money that's like a permanent loss. Because the longer these guys live, the more money they give to Dominator as well. Let's see. Up top, we have the continued assault. Mr. Pink encroaching onto the base of Mr. Memphis. Memphis running out of time, space, and everything. Just a little bit. And guys, don't be under any illusion. This is a Demolition General. He gets more powerful Scud Storms. Okay, so there's that. And, oh, that's another hit. To be honest, it feels like Timstep is making most of his money here with the cash bounty. And we actually saw... Ah, here we go. Pink firing his Scud Storm, speeding this up. Memphis is on borrowed time. He doesn't really have much going for him at this stage. Not much. It won't be long before he surrenders. Because, yeah, okay, he's got a handful of markets, but there's no way he can even stop the assault. And we have 1,200 units in game. Okay, I don't know who of you has been praying to the 0-hour gods for this game not to crash, but it's working. Keep going. Keep going. It's not normal. Not normal. I mean, there are a lot of units out. Dominator has had some serious losses here. And look at this. You know, the Anthrax goes away, and now he has all this space to build. He's still got 35k. He can very quickly build up here and take care of things. Memphis is kind of capped here. His production, he can't really do much with it. Look at that. His arms dealers can't really produce units because they will spawn right in front of the pink armies. Not much going on over there. And let's see. We have another Scudstorm ready to go. Where are they? Somebody's got... Oh, look. Another Scudstorm hit somewhere. Let's have a look. On the right. GG says yellow, yellow surrenders. Very nicely done. Dusty Roads. Claiming the top section of the map all to himself. 3 islands. And he is Demolition General. There is a danger to Timsep continuing to pursue Dominator. Demolition General Scudstorms deal more damage. They do. And for those of you wondering, when it came to the Scorp spam, it's 600 bucks for normal GLA, 650 for a Tox General. Which is almost 10% if you think about it. So that's quite nice. Yeah, the question is, what's going to happen here? It might make more sense for Dusty to just annihilate orange at this point. Oh! Never mind. That's green. That's green. If you see Anthrax, it's a Scudstorm from green. Basically, Dominator's had enough. He's like, I'll go crazy on the Scudstorms. I don't have any. I feel left out. I want to get some. And that's probably a wise decision. If he didn't have a big army to the top and a big army down below. Because both of these guys are going to be like, well, this is super easy for me to take out. Because, you know, Pink, literally his army's right here, guys. Right here. You could just waltz in, destroy this. No problems, man. No problems. All good, right? Down below, you know, this army is already closing in as well on the main base. But whoa, what's this? On the left-hand side, the assault has begun from Dusty Roads onto Timsep. And that's a lot of Demolition Scudstorms ready to fire as well, people. That is a lot. There is actually a chance that Dusty is going to annihilate Timsep before Timsep can beat up Mr. Dominator. All these Scudstorms, guys, they're going to be painful. Demolition General Scudstorms. They deal almost twice the damage of a regular Scudstorm. And they don't actually give Anthrax, which is in a way a good thing. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of bombing marks placed down into the base of Mr. Timsep. We're about to see some explosives. Get ready. Ow! Look at that. That is pretty painful. It's raining scuds into the base of green. And I don't know about you guys, but some land has opened up. Free real estate, baby. As Timsep probably now scratching his head a little bit, going like, yeah, let's retreat. Let's retreat, you know? Orange, we had a good fight, buddy, but let's retreat because, you know, demo and stuff. But let's see. He's gonna fire back now. He's angry, boys. He is angry. And look at all the missiles. Look at all the missiles, man. Try to go for the Scudstorms of the Demolition General. Very understandable because you can see the damage. The damage is absurd. And definitely taking out a lot of these Scudstorms. Very nice. From our good friend, Mr. Timsep. Anthrax bomb here. Not entirely sure why. He's probably just using it for scouting at this stage. But you can see how the Scudstorms really just eat away at a chunk of the base, right? The whole chunk just gone. Oh, nice. Killed the scaffold. So if you saw the scaffold, the fences, like the fence, like going up, you know, over of a Scudstorm, that thing is worth 5,000 bucks. So if something touches that and it dies, you lose that 5,000 bucks. Ramo in Twitch chat says, Dommy's building so freaking compact. Yeah, but where do you want him to go? He's got nowhere to go, man. He's got nowhere to go. He's trying to get his own Scudstorms up to try and sort of be its own, like, be his own muscle empire thing. Orange, let's peace for now, please. Please, he says, please. Orange might take it. Orange might take it, because there's a chance, if he pieces, there's a chance that he can actually get a victory here. But right now, it is in his best interest for pink and green to attack each other. I have to be honest, man. Green has been so solid all game long. Attacking yellow, now attacking pink, attacking orange. You know? Yeah, Dominator's thinking about it. He's probably sending a load of workers down now. Let's have a look. Where's that command center? Is it pumping out workers? Not yet. Randomly over here, but realizing he might need a few tunnels. Might not be a bad idea. But yeah, let's see. More Scud Storms being launched. I mean, literally at this point, there's so many Scud Storms. Trying to take out the defenses, as well as some of the production here. So we can see Timstep's plan here. He wants to... He's not interested in taking out a player's income. Ooh, he's got to clear the Anthrax. He's going to lose his own Scorps to his own Anthrax. Oh, son, what are you doing? No, don't do it. Just shoot the ground. Ah, now he did it. Okay. These guys all took a lot of damage here, though. Oh, he didn't fire at the tar. Okay. All right. That just happened. That just happened. Hey, man, at least the number of units is decreasing, sort of. But I can already tell you, we got Mr. Dominator here, who's not going to waste time. That he's been given a bit of time to breathe here. He's not going to waste that chance. He's not going to waste that opportunity. He's going to keep building. He's going to keep growing. And he's just going to hope that one of these guys beats the other. One of these guys beats the other. And then he's just going to try and come in with a victory. Orange, Mr. Dominator, has a chance to win this game. When he was on the back foot. Ooh, that is maybe not the best. Actually, he's sort of holding on. Scud Storm over here. Yeah, that could actually kill a lot of these units. Doesn't kill too much, though. Oh, actually, yeah, not bad. Not bad. But one thing we have to say here is we could call Mr. Timstep the man of the match. He saved it single-handedly by spamming in chat saying, guys, attack, the game's gonna crash. He immediately went for yellow and dozer hunted the guy to make sure that the GLA didn't have power, didn't have USA technology. Then he attacked Dominator. Now he's attacking pink. Definitely man of the match. Entertaining us tonight. The Dominator is doing something different. He's playing it smart. He's doing whatever he needs to do to get himself a victory. He knows exactly what that is. He knows that he needs to just shut up, stay quiet, build up. Because if he has more money, more Scud Storms, more army than green, when green kills pink, assuming green kills pink, they'll just QQA in this general direction and finish the match. Well, let's see what's going to happen here, folks. Dan Kamani says 1,180 units. It's going to crash soon. That's what I thought 10 minutes ago as well, sorry. But we're still here. We're still here. Definitely in part because of Timstep's aggression. I mean, look at this guy. He is beating back a Demolition General with just sheer brute force and willpower. Look at how many Scorps he's losing here, all right? But this is the thing. He will eventually kill that palace, and then he'll send some more units, and he'll keep going. And I don't know how, okay? But the math isn't mathing. How come Timstep, who's had the lowest income this whole time, is the one dealing the most damage? The one dictating where the game is gonna go. Clearly, $1,000 in the pocket of Timstep does more than $1,000 in the pocket of, let's say, Dusty Rhodes or Dominator. It's just fascinating to see something like that. He knows how to do it. He's suiciding these guys. You might say, oh, this is a terrible play. Yeah, he's losing a lot, but at the same time, he's pushed back the majority of the base here. He's coming in over here. He did a sneak attack over here. Like, he is definitely... Whoa, okay. He's definitely freaking out. Mr. Dusty, who's now using a Scud Storm defensively, people. He's using a Scud Storm, a Demolition General Scud Storm, for frickin' defense. What is this man? Oh my god. With the lowest income per minute, but he's definitely scaring the players. It's amazing. I mean, this is the thing, right? He's now beaten back Dusty so much, and he's getting good cash bounty money that he's actually managed to pull ahead over Dusty with the income. The only question is, if he manages to destroy the Scud Storms in time, if he manages to kill Pink, can Timstep survive against Dominator's armada of Scud Storms? Timstep now having built a total of 25 Scud Storms. Oh my god. I mean, you know. I mean, hey, like, you guys ever played with your friends? And you're like, hey, let's build a load of Scud Storms. And like your friend launches 3 of them at you and you're like, lol, I'm dead. Imagine being in a match where a guy has casually built 25 Scud Storms and the match is still going on. 46 minutes in, boys. Like, these pro players, man, I'm telling you, putting on one hell of a show. JK YouTube chat says, if Dusty attacks Timstep, now this match might take ages. Maybe. Maybe. Because that's exactly what happened. Dusty went for Timstep. But that doesn't necessarily mean the match will take ages. Dominator, I suspect, is gearing up for a different strategy. I think he's planning to get himself in a position where he can endure and face off against the 2v1. Look how tight all this is. Look how he's building close together. He's got to be careful because there's, you know, units getting stuck and we have a lot of units out again. But Timstep doing great here. Absolutely rocking it. And if you think about it, there's not even that much left for Dusty. Sure, he still has a bunch of scuds, still has 14k per minute. But if you compare that with what he had, and we have a scud storm ready here from Timstep. If he just fires 2 or 3 scud storms, then the majority of income is gone. Gone, people. And again, he's kind of walking into his own anthrax. There we go, he's figured it. And more reinforcements coming from the west. Look at this man. Ah, oh, no way, man. No way. No way. Ah, oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Does that mean... What does that mean? Let me check with the judge here. What does that mean? 1v1v1 or 1v1? Yikes. Or actually, yeah, or we just call it. Or we just call it. Somehow. Because, I mean, yikes, man. Just yikes. Oh my god. We have a super chat coming in from Mr. Akosh. It's a really great stream. Yeah, man. Until these things happen. Oh, man. This just hurts, man. This just hurts. Hurts a lot. Let's see. Yeah. Give me a second here, guys, while I try and figure out where it went wrong. That is painful, boys. That is painful. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, so it's gonna be a 1v1. It's gonna be a 1v1, boys. It's gonna be a 1v1. Alright. That is, that's the only way we're gonna see it happen. Mind you, we were absolutely pushing the game. It is not entirely surprising that this happened. Not entirely. It's, yeah. The judge has ruled that Dusty was defeated because he could not mount any sort of an attack. And the remaining army that was in the base was basically already going to kill him, or a few Scud Storms, or the combination. Yikes. Alright, let's ask. Let's pick a map here. This sucks, man. This sucks. Let's see what is going to be decided for the map for the armies. I have to say, very beautiful games so far. Assuming they work. Assuming they work. Alright, so let's see. Oh. Okay. 1 Give me a second here, guys. Pick the map that was chosen. There we go. Yeah, very unfortunate that this happened. That being said, that's still third place for Dusty there, who basically didn't have much left. Timstep really beat him down hard. And Dominator was probably just waiting till the very last second where he knew he was going to be guaranteed a victory. He was waiting for those Gutstorm timers to count down and things like that. But this match was being pushed to its absolute limit. And that's the thing. When I saw 4 GLAs, I was like, uh-oh. I even told you guys. And the reason is because there's just so much more stuff. So big, so many big armies. So many effects going on. So many things happening. And you have more of a chance of a game crash. Because if there are too many units, the pathfinding messes up. And if the pathfinding messes up for one person, but not the other person, then you get a mismatch. And if the pathfinding breaks, which it also can do, then you get a game crash. So both of those are possible. We were absolutely, like... I'm seeing here, when over 1,250 units. That's not normal. So, like I even was saying, much earlier on in the match, I said, yeah, we're going to go to a 1v1v1v1, 4 players. Because the odds were just really high that the game was going to die. And also this pathfinding thing, because we now have access to the source code, this is something that's going to be fixed, people. It's going to be fixed in the future. So that means a reduction in mismatches, a reduction in crashes, which is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah. Me? Yes, I think so. Let's see, he was pink, right? The demo guy was dead. Let's just put it that way, because only one of them was demo. Alright, Nuke General. Buzz Pandia comes in with a nice super chat. This might be one of the best FFA with commentary ever. Thank you, Leggy. Hey, man, don't thank me. We got people working behind the scenes, man. We got Mr. Red vs. Blue, who's the biggest host. He's basically put it all together. There's some other judges out there as well. Yeah, well, for 1v1 should be fine. But yeah, it can lag more. We have Nickname and Tanso also helping out. So it's definitely a group effort, but the vast majority is Mr. RVB, Red vs. Blue, who's been hosting this. And then, of course, there's Wild Communist with a crazy donation or sponsorship of $1,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let's see this 1v1 between these two players. Because they were inevitably going to fight each other. Now, this does make things slightly more in favor of Mr. Timstep, who was going to be on the back foot against Dominator. Dominator was waiting with his Scud Storms, but the thing is, because Timstep, even though he was on the back foot, the whole game kept killing everyone, it's like, well, it's probably more fair to do a rematch and see how it goes. So we have Dominator and Timstep. Let's see how they're going to do in this game, and yeah, very curious. It is Summer Arena. It's a Nuke Mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's going to pull ahead here. Both of these players have their roots in 1v1. So let's see. They'll probably put on a very nice show for us tonight. Definitely. Scarface, a YouTube chat, says, why am I seeing 0 Scud launchers? Well, Dominator was Toxin General. For him, it makes sense not to get Scud launchers because they're quite weak. The Toxin General Scud launchers can only fire the Toxin Warhead. Yeah, Toxin Warhead is not very good against... scary armies. It is good against buses, surprisingly enough, for some reason. But high explosive warhead is much better, and only Demolition General gets that, and normal GLA gets that. But like I said, you know, Timstep has his roots in 1v1. I think Dusty also has? Not entirely sure. So these guys, because in 1v1 you don't really see Scud launchers so much because they're just not that good. It's better to get a technical veterancy, so your technical has extra health, can fire a bit faster, and those things make such a difference in 1v1. When you're trying to do your hit and run tactics, you want to try and kill as much as you can and then get out of there and survive. The more unit preservation you have, the better. It's going to be fun to see, for example, like the KD here, right? Probably, but not always, the guy with the higher KD is going to win it because he's saved his units better. At least you can look at the KD in like a mirror match where both players are the same army, like this. Now, it's not entirely the same because let's say Timstep here, he builds a Battlemaster. Let's say we have an Outpost out of Dominator. Let's see, does he have an Outpost? Does he have a Battlemaster? What's he building? He's building a Battlemaster. Let's say it was an Outpost. An Outpost technically counts as 3 units. So if the Battlemaster were to kill an Outpost, then... ooh, this might actually... Ooh, oh! Look at that! That just about happened. Oh, the Gats actually killed it. Never mind. So, you know, then you lose 3 units, so the KD kind of goes all over the place. Also, killing a Red Guard is not exactly the same as killing a Battlemaster. So it's not exactly apples to apples, but it's just a fun metric, really. Let's see, Outpost now trying to stop the Battlemaster of Timstep on the right side. We do have 1 oil capture here, Dominator. I'm sure he's happy about that. But I'm sure he wished to have more. He's built a nice airfield, but this has been spotted by Mr. Timstep, who now knows there's likely a Helix coming, so he will prepare accordingly. We could see some 4D chests from Dominator, where right now he sells the airfield, gets 500 bucks back for the building, because we're going to see a lot of Gats coming out of Timstep. Probably, because he will be thinking, oh no, there's a Helix coming. If there's no Helix coming, you've nicely fooled your enemy into spending money on the wrong unit. Oil getting destroyed. Wants to play it safe here. We have a barracks. Looks like he's still going to commit to the Helix, probably. We actually have Dominator teching up as well. Not entirely sure what the plan is. He has built a prop center. And he has gotten an airfield. Is he going to get both Overlords and ECMs as well as a Helix? Or is he going to transition in a super fast nuke mix, maybe? Because, I mean, all that is pricey, man. The prop center is pricey, Overlords are pricey. ECMs, going for ECMs, you can't have 1 ECM. You need like 2 or 3 to really enjoy them and do a good job with them. Oh, wow. Gets a shot off. Ah, just 1 shot, though. But let's see. Attempt number 2 of the oil grab. Let's see it happen. See the live chat going crazy. You guys are seeing the mismatch now, right? Yeah. That's the thing, man. With the community patch well underway, later this year, we'll have a load of fixes ready that will prevent these kind of crashes, that will prevent these kind of mismatches, and we'll have a much better time. Prop center going online here. Timstep now also teched up. We do in fact see Overlords. Yeah, I don't know why he built his barracks here. Maybe he just built it to get the Red Guard out, but he built it in such a way that it looked like he was going to pump out tank counters and put them in a Helix. But yeah, having that early Overlord advantage here is pretty nice, pretty powerful for Dominator, who's, you know, if you look at the KD, it looks like Timstep is doing much better, but this is a problem here. Unless ECMs come out immediately. Let's see, we have 2 War Factories. If both of them are pumping out an ECM, or both of them pumping out an Overlord, then it can be okay, it can hold. No speaker tower upgrade yet for Dominator. And he's now realizing he has to get out of there. He's realizing the prop center is up for Timstep. He has to be very careful. He could take this engagement, but then the next unit is probably an ECM that's going to come out. And if that happens, then Dominator already can't fight this. So he's going back home. He waited for that speaker tower upgrade to finish. And he's now coming with his own ECM. He wants to get that favorable engagement going. And that's a good call. In fact, ECM out. Is there a Helix somewhere? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, let's see. Dominator is slowly but surely pushing forward here. And he's got better income per minute than Timstep. And that's in part because of the oil. Oil now getting captured by Timstep. And that will turn the tide just like that. Because if one player gains an oil of 1k per minute and the other player loses an oil of 1k per minute, it's actually 2k per minute difference in a 1v1 if you think about it. So stealing each other's oil derricks is very important. Yeah, let's see. This one dozer is potentially the weak spot. Dominator is losing that money advantage because of this oil grab. He's taking it back immediately. He recognizes it. There's a Lotus here of Timstep. Looking for a way in. We need some sort of a solution to this problem. And the question is it going to be a Helix? Is it going to be a nuke cannon? Or is it going to be nuke MiGs? Or, alternatively, this is just going to be one massive army slightly bigger than the other massive army. money's drying up over here. Command center going online here. Going online here. Almost the same percentage. Look at that, right? It's amazing. You can tell these players know what's up. Dark9 in YouTube chat says, who's the judge? I don't know if that's public information or not. The judge would tell you if it is. Look at that. What a light show. What a light show. Beautiful plays here. And this is what ECMs can do. You can disable an overlord. And when an overlord is disabled, it is very painful for a player. Don't panic, he says. He says that with great confidence, of course, because he's just taken out the whole army with the ECMs. Dominator, who had the bad KD compared to Timstep, has really pulled it back. He says, okay, panic. Great concave, easy kills. And he's got to be careful, Mr. Timstep, because he's going to give veterancy away as well. And there we go. Quite a nice game here. And Dominator is going to claim the victory. That is a destroyed dozer, destroyed prop center. And without the prop center, there's no real way for Timstep to deal with this. He has to use a carpet bomber himself, and he does exactly that. Is it going to be on target, though? The Overlords could drive away in time if Dominator spots it. Does he spot it? Carpet bomber moves in. Dominator is not reacting and mismicroing these units here, and absolutely messing up the position of his Overlords. And just like that, Timstep is hanging on just a little bit longer, but he still took huge damage. He still lost that prop center. Economically, Dominator is still way ahead, and he recognizes it, calls it GG. Excellent carpet bomber, but it wasn't enough. Dominator comes in with a victory here, beating Timstep. Very nicely done. And that means that Dominator is going to be declared the winner of this match, and Timstep comes in second place. Whew, that was quite an intense nuke mirror, wasn't it? The advantage of the nuke mirrors is that they tend to be quite fast, tend to have quite a bit of action as well. Look at that, it's a 10-minute match. So we can jump into the next free-for-all game. Now, this wasn't too bad to have a rematch like this. In the previous match, like I said, Dominator already had an advantage. So, you know, it's still nice to see him come out with a victory then. But both of these guys, like I said, they have their roots in 1v1. It's not like if we have, I don't know, Pablo versus Excal, let's say, right? It's not like that. All right, let's restart our game. Restart your game. Oh, man. Nellis comes in with a super chat, drinking away the mismatch like nothing happened. What a legend, man. What a legend. Let me see. What is the next map that we're gonna play? Let's have a quick look-see here. We have World of Asus. All right, let's do it. Let me just double check here. And you see the screen. Okay. Let's ask that real quick.
Challenge everything.
All right. Okay. Let's do it. Ladies and gents, we're going to jump into the next match. It will be fun. It will be good. You will love it. All right. All right. We'll give the guys a second here to read this message. Yes. Okay. All right. Next map is something of Asus. World of Asus. Let's do it. Oh! Well, I guess someone doesn't have the map. Lol. Lol. Please download and install the map. There we go. Yeah, we'll wait a bit for the person. Also... All right. Let's see, just waiting for the player to join who didn't have the map. That's a boy. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm observer. Good, good, good. Alright, everybody here. Oh, whoops, pushed the wrong button. Everyone. And put match 3 name, please. Alright, I think we're good to go then. Apart from the one person who hasn't put their match 3 name. Kind of important. Otherwise people can figure out who is who, which we do not want. We love the anonymity. Alright. Let's see, boys. Next map, World of Aces. It's a very funky map. Very colorful. A bit different in that sense. And it looks like we're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for match 3? Very delicious. Very juicy. Also, if you like this kind of format, right? The free-for-all stuff. Oh man, we're doing a real-life LAN event with this format. Or at least something along the lines of this format. Oh. Back. Give me a sec here, guys. Is this better? Mr. Confidant. Just checking something. Points are not final. Yeah, okay. I think we're good to go. Are we good to go, Mr. Maestro? Yes, we are. Okay, good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. World of Aces. Are you ready? Also, come meet me in real life, guys. Come on. I'm at a freaking LAN event. How often do you go to LAN event, man? It's fun. It's cool. You can literally get an observer ticket, you know? Don't even need to play. Just come in, drop by, say hello. Be great fun. You know, why not? Anyway, let's jump into the match. It's a Tim Step over here. Super Weapon General. Will he get some alphas? Maybe. We'll find out. Nuke General over here for Mr. Memphis. We have the green player Normal USA for Egg. We have blue Stealth General for Lazy. And some lag as the game slowly hiccups and has some issues and continues. All good. Alright, Dusty Roads. Tank General. Let's see some tanks, boys. Let's see some tanks. And Lucas as a Laser General. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. How do you think this game is gonna progress? So far, Dominator over here, Normal GLA, is in the lead with 8 freaking points, man. That is very far ahead compared to Lazy and Lucas. But that doesn't mean Lazy and Lucas are not good players. Oh no, trust me. We're gonna see them shine tonight, I can tell you that. They're all very good players. And we have one person in particular disconnecting. Not exactly great here. That person is disconnecting. Yeah. And the person who's disconnecting also didn't change his name on the Radmin. So we could figure out who it is. Yeah. For me, yes. Someone. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let me message the guy. You are counting for me 1 bar on Radmin. Okay. 55 latency, yeah, boys. Yeah, this is not looking good. And now no one is counting down, so I think we have a DC bug. Okay, so I think we might need to re here. Might be better to do that. It might be better to do that. DC bug now, I think. Oh, is it going to continue? Let's have a look. Nah, it's not. Yeah. So there seems to be a problem between me and one of the other players. Mr. Massacre comes in with a very nice super chat and says, the best in the field. Well, thank you very much, sir, for that super chat. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to read. Let's read. Alright, let's do it. Let's read. Because this is not okay. This is not good, man. This is not good. Restart the game. Restart Radmin. Restart Radmin. Yay. And we turn it back on. And let's see. Yeah, now I'm good. Now I'm good with that player. Okay. Maybe that was it. Maybe that did the trick. And again, at least it happened early on in the game. Can be quite frustrating when it happens later on. But at least we're good, boys. We're good. Ah. Alright, let's see if we can jump into a game here. Ladies and gents, attempt number 2. Dark9 says, is that the cross-mapper that killed Leggy in the chat? Which one, man? You saw Sunday, right? I think you were one of them. These between supplies are terrible. Yeah, it's over here, right? Between two players. Can't place your supply on the side. Ooh, yikes. Alright. Let's see. Wait for the players to trickle in. Alright. One more person. Then we start. Come on, boys. Only need one more. Look alive. Wanna have some GGs? We wanna enjoy ourselves? I saw some people actually saying they were gonna order pizza. Did you order pizza? Did it arrive? And did you finish the pizza? Or is the pizza still underway? Like a strange loading bar that once it hits 100%, it arrives at your door. Okay, we're just missing one person. Why are we missing someone? Okay. Let's win. Where the last guy at? Where? Is there maybe something going on Discord? Let me check Discord. See a bunch of notifications. Okay, there we go. Just had to wait a little while there. But we're good to go, folks. Let's do it. World of Aces, version 2. Let's do it. Alright. Now those are some funky armies I see right there. Let's see if this game is going to be a little better. Hopefully so, yes. Somebody's placing a beacon that is lazy. He's not happy, man. Poor lazy, man. Already on 0 points in East China. But anyway, let's see. We have Mr. Memphis here who's getting dual droned. And also not too great as the Stealth General. Egg over here as the USA. To the right, we have Dusty Rhodes as Super Weapon General. And we have China for Lazy. However, if Lazy were to rush south, he could actually pack a punch and kill a player. Over here, we have Lucas as Tank General, who might just be going aggressive to Lazy. Might not be working out for Lazy here in this game. We have Timstep over here as Infantry General. Pretty decent general to be on this map, to be honest. And we have Air Force for Dominator. Now, the thing is, some people are going to be like, ah, man, Air Force so great. Air Force so good. In this equation, there will be people who will say, give me Infantry General over Air Force. Because look how small the map is, right? The players, their buildings basically fit in the same screen. Okay, I'm a little more zoomed out, okay? I'll be honest. I'm zoomed out a little bit more. But look how close the players are. If you were to send a troop crawler into this man's base, how is he going to deal with it? How is he going to do it? We're going to see a firebase probably right here or something because he needs to defend himself. He has scanned this guy. He sees there's an infantry. And he's going Helix. Okay, the one thing that doesn't work against an Air Force is a Helix, generally. Okay, he's still getting a firebase. It might still work, but let's see what's happening down south. We have a rushing, aggressive Dusty Rhodes going for poor Lazy, man. And in the meantime, it's a Dragon Tank as well. Guys, F to pay respect for Mr. Lazy. This is... You cannot get worse luck than this. You cannot. This is like 2v1 in all shapes and sizes, right here. This is the proper 2v1. You're losing one supply to one player, and your other supply collection gets denied by another player. And Dusty's like, lol, okay, I go. But, I mean... I don't know if Dusty is gonna stop the assault. Because if Dusty continues the assault and it's a proper 2v1, Dusty still gets support. He's trying to defend. Look at this. Look at what's happening. Dusty's like, hey, man, that's my kill. Go away. I will kill your army. But look at the flames, man. It's it could definitely be said, though, that this is a kill for Lucas. That the damage dealt by Dusty is minimal. And that there was just no way that Lazy was going to be able to deal with this because, you know, the Gatling cannon turret over here was not exactly going to stop the Dragon tanks over here. But I'll leave it up to the judge to decide. But what's happening up top, eh? We have a wounded Helix. What? We dealt some damage to some buildings. Lazy's out, man. It just feels so bad, guys. I see some Fs in chat for Lazy. Like, you know, free-for-all, it's about skill, but it's also about luck. Yeah, he's having a hard time. Yeah, after we I got China. Poor guy, man. And it's also the armies that he's next to. You know, Tank General is gonna rush on this map. They're just gonna do it. 2 times GLA, And let's see, the Helix over here gets taken out. So, Timstead being a little too aggressive here. Let's see, how many dozers do we see? Just one little dozer against an Air Force. Are we going to see a combat Chinook, perhaps? Maybe. You know, it's only 1,200 bucks for a combat Chinook. You could just quickly fly around the map and maybe take out the last dozer. You know, and that would mess a guy up. You know, maybe. Maybe we'll see some of that. Let's see what's happening down below here. We have Dusty, who's done some damage to Lazy, but now not entirely sure if he wants to awaken the beast that is Lucas, the Tank General, up here, who's pumping out all those gats. You know, it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't take that section, because I will have a lot of losses. Also, I'm not seeing too many dozers here. Oh, wait, we do have both dozers. All right, all good. Let's see. The latency spiking up once again. And I'm seeing some issues again with the same player as before. The player said he only has issues with me, which unfortunately has happened in the past. I think with some countries or some locations, my internet doesn't vibe well or something. I don't know what it is. So we can have some lag spikes. Hopefully it goes away. Hopefully it goes away and everything's going to be all right. Let's see. We have over here Mr. Egg having himself a nice army, having a good time. And we have Yellow Memphis over here, also sort of having himself an okay time. He's not really too worried. The biggest threats here are happening over here. The biggest attacks. Very strange attack. Yes, we have a lot of latency, but that was just a very strange attack. S&D is now up. Dominator has survived that early game. And that's basically it. Like... Dominator now has the advantage. Now we see a War Factory. Only now. Perhaps this is a little too late here from our good friend, Mr. Timstead. He's wasted a lot of stuff on the Helixes when he could have just done a ground assault. Troop crawlers and tank counters would have definitely made it very difficult here. Cyan peace if I take that supply. Interesting. He might need to take it. He might need to accept that peace. I don't know why Dominator is requesting peace. Because he could kill the player. He's got to search and destroy. He can see what Cyan has, how little Cyan has. You kill a player, you get a point. And the more points you get, the closer you'll be to the finals. Now, okay, he's in the lead, but still. Anyway, we got a really nice super chat coming in. Command & Conquer Generals is a legendary game and all, but your talent in hosting and making this channel amazing and fun. Keep it up, buddy. Hey, thanks very much, man. Thank you very much. Well, like I said before, it's definitely a team of people making this one possible. You know, of course, also a big shout out to all the players and the patience of the players as we battle the mismatches and the crashes and the things like that. But let's see, Dusty Rhodes has had enough of Egg and says, "I'ma take you out, son." Let's see. S&D for Dusty Roads, S&D for Egg. In the meantime, we have a bit of a fight going on in the middle as well. Dealing some damage to Lucas. And the game is definitely getting interesting here, where Dominator wanted to peace with Cyan. Now, he doesn't know who Cyan is, guys. Look, there's the stream delay is over 10 minutes. You can write ! delay in the chat, and the AI bot will tell you what the stream delay is. It's more than 10 minutes. So he has no idea who this is. He doesn't know who this is. It could be one of those cases where he feels like he's got this guy under control. We actually have a full-out attack going on Mr. Lucas. And actually, wait a minute. Is that a dozer hunt here? Lucas has something down south. What does he have? Oh, no. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me. Lucas! Lucas got dozer hunted by Timstep. Oh, man. That is massive. Absolutely massive. And look at the situation that's happening here. Dominator, by refusing to take out Timstep, right? He's now sort of allowed Timstep to take out a different player. And now Timstep's going to get a point for killing the player. Of course, you know, Pink is still alive. Don't get me wrong, Pink is still alive. But, you know, it's... we're getting to that point where this guy is soon going to be dead. Let's see, do we have a command center out? We do. And Timstep is not exactly close to level 3, but he's working on it. Once he's level 3, he could just use an arty barrage and take out like the prop and the barracks here. He can carpet bomb the war factory, and that is literally the end of Pink. In the meantime, we have some Humvees clearing out some sections here. And we're continuing to have some more lag. Yikes, man. Yikes. It's not looking good. He is getting voted, so I guess it's not just me who he's got problems with. Dark Mind says Australians should not be allowed to play, actually. For those of you wondering, what does Dark mean with that? Is Dark racist? Well, I mean, I don't think he is, but that's not, it's not a racist thing. It's a geographical thing. A lot of the... Whoa, did a dragon tank just... Okay. We caught that on camera. Yeah! Yeah! Timstep's like, what the hell is that? Yeah, with the latency here, that's not exactly great. But no, the problem is that distance really makes a difference to lag. So if a player is in Australia and the other player is in, let's say, I don't know, Europe, then geographically, there's a big distance there, and that causes a lot of lag. So it's not the fault of the Australians. Even if they're on gigabit, fiber, you name it, there will still be lag because of that distance. The infrastructure of the world between point A and point B, that is what's causing that slowdown. And that's what Dark 9 is referring to here. A lot of the players are European, American. We have a lot of players in the Middle East. And Lucas has quit out. He did take some damage here, but I'm pretty sure that this was Timstep doing the damage there. So that is Lucas, take it out there. I think that's a kill for Timstep. And that's what I mean. He's now got the second player kill, which means 2 points coming in. In the meantime, we see Orange and Blue, Egg and Dominator pounding Memphis here. Maybe they just don't want to deal with the Stealth General later on, or like, let's just kill him. It's definitely something up for debate, whether it was a mistake from Dominator to let Cyan live. Because he could have literally killed him within 5 minutes and then bounced on to Lucas and killed him. Especially if he went for like Stealth Comanche or something, because Dominator is still an Air Force, guys. He's still Air Force. He gets those Stealth Comanche. He gets those really nice general powers. He can call in a Spectre gunship, things like that. Anti-Veer Gear on Twitch says, I ordered my pizza. It is finished, and I am sad that I don't have any pizza left anymore. Well, I could say order another pizza, but it's probably not good for your health. So, you know, have a vegetable or an apple, you know. Ooh, now this is interesting. Am I seeing a microwave tank? And there's a ranger here as well. Carpet bomber from Dominator? Units moving back. Coincidentally, that is a very perfect prediction there. Might dodge that carpet bomber. It might still actually hit some stuff, depending on if it curves a bit to the left here. No, it doesn't curve. Spectre gunship from Red coming in as well. Yeah, we're definitely struggling here with the lag. The other guys also voted out that guy pretty quick. So, might be good for that guy to restart his router after the match. Something like that. And let's see. We have this island finally claimed by Mr. Dusty Rose. I'm sure he's happy about it. When Lazy died here, you know, when the China player over here died, we could see that Dusty was not exactly feeling, you know, going over here, trying to battle a strong tank general like Lucas. He's like, you know what, forget it. But then Lucas got killed by Timstep, and now this is just a free island, free to take. A super weapon general will love that. They love money. They love power. They love oils. They love it. So of course it's gonna go for it, you know. Let's see, not much left here for Mr. Memphis. Memphis is definitely getting 2v1 here. Dominator has dealt immense damage, and at the same time we see Egg also pushing in pretty hard here. So Memphis ain't looking too peachy. He is trying to expand to the middle though, and this kind of has opened up because we saw Lucas getting taken out. So Lucas was in the middle, but he gone. So right now that middle is there to be taken. Random troop crawler kills random worker. You know, we see Memphis trying to hang on, trying to survive. Not quite managing. He's probably hoping to come third place, so at least he gets a point for it and stuff. And let's see, oil grab comes through here for Dominator. Dominator definitely putting himself in a better position time and time again. Let's see, we've got some MiGs joining in on the fun. Yeah, this is the thing. If you look at the game now, you know, Dominator and Timstep, both of them are pretty powerful. And that's an Alpha. Alpha survives. Just about. Look at that. Just about. It's got countermeasures. That's probably what keeps it alive. Because countermeasures gives, I think it was, how much percent? 33% more armor or aircraft. I know it doesn't say it on the tooltip, but it actually does give that. And there you go, people. $1,000 upgrade. The countermeasures. It keeps a $2,000 unit alive. Just shows how important upgrades can be, right? Let's see, we have some aggression coming out of the infantry general, and that is gonna be a glorious carpet! Is that gonna kill the Humvees? It kills some of the Humvees. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Now let's see what's happening. Dominator here with a huge army pushing through the middle. He wants to clear off what's left of yellow. It is clear. They don't care if it's a 2v1. They want to just kill people. Close out the match. That's what they want to do. Look how many missiles are flying, man. Look how many missiles. It's insane. I see all the Fs coming in for Lazy. I know, man. Poor Lazy. Really got dealt the short end of the stick. We see a paradrop actually coming in. And this is really clever. You don't want to use your alpha on this because you'll destroy your own search and destroy. No, don't do it. Oh my god. Ooh, risked it and actually killed his own EMP. Yeah, there you go. He's actually using the Avenger. He wants to crush, but minigunners have some of the smallest hitboxes in the game. It is very hard to crush them. Look at that. You see what I mean? I lost the Avenger. The Avenger is also a very pricey unit at 2,000 bucks. So he lost the Aurora, lost the Avenger. That's 4,000 damage. He lost the EMP. It's another 900 damage. That's 4,900 damage dealt by a freaking minigunner drop. It's insane. In the meantime, Memphis has succumbed to his wounds. He is a dead man, eliminated by blue and orange. Let me also check. No one's observing. Good, good, good. We definitely have a bit of a difficult engagement here with a max lag. This is definitely turning into a PowerPoint slideshow right here. That is not gonna make Dominator happy, because he likes to play with no lag. We know that. All players like to play with no lag. This could be rather painful. He is actually surviving this engagement and actually coming out on top. Still has more units here. And Egg is in some trouble. Egg has stuff-ish? Nah, not really. Egg has level 4 normal USA. That's an A10 he could use. That's all he's got, an A10. I mean, you need one hell of an A10 to make a difference. GG, he says, and that means Dominator gets a kill on him, because the only reason he's quitting here is because of Dominator, and that is Egg eliminated. And Dominator claiming another victim. So the Memphis was a 2v1, all right? We agree on that, right? We know that. Quit! They don't want him to obs. And look at this. Look at all the general powers, man. Level 5 Air Force. Right around now, players should kind of think like, hey, this is Dominator's Air Force. You know, Dominator, Air Force. I mean, they don't know it's Dominator, but they know it's an Air Force. With, you know, level 5. Level 5 Air Force is insane, you know? They might not even need money to win their matches. Not really. Not in a traditional sense. Okay, everyone needs a bit of money, at least. But just the general powers of Air Force, level 5, are so absurd. You can kill so much stuff. Just the general powers. You got Carpet Bomber, you got Fuel Air, you got Leaflet, you got Spectre, you got A10. It's so ridiculous. And they're free. General powers are free. Okay, you spend your general points, you know, in that sense, but you don't have to pay dollars to activate them. Unlike some other strategy games. But that just kind of, oh, there we go. Look at this, right? This Carpet Bomber has dealt 6k worth of damage, 7k worth of damage, and it's free. He's gonna call it in, again, in 3 minutes. Yeah, this is basically the end of Dusty here. Dusty and Timstep did fight, but I don't think that Timstep managed to really break through and deal too much damage. Yeah, we saw destruction of Patriot, Aurora, things like that. But I'll leave it to the judge to decide if this counts as a 2v1 or not. But yeah, it's... I guess Dominator wanted to peace with Cyan because he recognized he would have a buddy for life. And maybe because he recognized that it was a China. Timstep is China unless he has an internet center. He doesn't see how big Blue is. Doesn't look like he has any internet center anywhere. And in a way, that's his downfall. He probably doesn't realize that the whole left of the map is empty. There we go, folks. There we go. Yikes. Those are getting destroyed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Dusty. Attack over here from Cyan. Attack over here from Blue. And now Blue will just clear up what's left of Timstep. The money difference is insane. Insane. The KD is insane. The snipers in the Humvees is going to be insane. Everything's insane. The MiGs, though. Are the MiGs insane? Are they? Yeah, sort of okay-ish. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Try again. All the MiGs did kind of get shot down, though, apart from maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, 2 survived. And now he has to build a whole load of MiGs really quickly. But guess what, man? Guess what? Air Force just sends in the Spectre gunship to destroy something of yours. What is it? The Spectre goes on one of the airfields. There you go. And this is what makes it so difficult. Even if Dominator didn't have a massive Humvee armies, those general powers, man, there's something else. Absolutely something else. Carpet Bomber coming in. GG, says Cyan. There we go. That is Dominator coming in with a second victory tonight. This time as the Air Force. Well played there. Very good, very aggressive stuff. My god. Nasser also came in with a super chat. He says, how can we know if someone is on Gen 2? Game Ranger is full of cheaters. When I was playing a lot on Game Ranger, there were cheaters. It wasn't full of cheaters. There were cheaters. But generally, if you start playing with a good bunch of guys, after a while, you encounter way fewer of them. And you can just block them. Just right mouse click their name and click block. Don't be shy about using that feature. And at the end of the day, like you can still have a good time. You can have fun. It's not an insane amount. I don't know if it's gotten much worse since I stopped playing on Game Ranger. Restart your game. But yeah. But your question to answer, there is actually a way to check if someone is on Gentool. Gentool, of course, is the anti-cheat software that basically everybody uses because it does two things. It enhances your game and it acts as anti-cheat. You can go to gentool.net, the website, and then at the top right, it says explore data or browse data or something like that. If you click that, you will see a beautifully 90s looking webpage. You can drill down into the directories there to 0 hour, to today's date, or whichever date you play the game. And you can see all the players listed there by name. So that's what you can do. And any player listed there will have Gentool. And it's still worth checking out their screenshots because in some cases they have Gentool and hacks. Not often, very rarely, I must say, but there is a chance that they do that, which is kind of funny because they're basically saying, hey, I'm cheating. Come look at me. So, there's that. Yeah, so the players are acknowledging the latency issue. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mr. Confidant, have you checked with the person who's responsible for the lag and asked him if he can fix it? I'm still seeing him on 1 bar. Might be worth restarting the router. Still 1 bar for me at the moment. which is not exactly what we want. But this is the thing, man. We're playing with 7 players, all right? And I'm an observer. So we're 8 people in total. 8 people. That means 8 PCs, 8 internet connections, all this stuff, right? So if one person has something going wrong, it can affect literally everyone in the match. So that's why we need to... let's see. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if... Give me a second here, guys. Let me already put the next map. Okay. Alright, then I will chill here for now. Let's see. Let's go to the next match. It is 24/7. 24/7. That's great. Okay, 24/7. 24/7. There we go. Most of the maps we're playing tonight are actually in the Gen Patcher map pack. So if you guys want to try these maps, they are unofficial maps. Look at that. Ugh, unofficial. Ugh, that's not real. That is fake. That is dirty. That is from the internet where all the horrible things happen. Ugh. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. These are vetted. These are good maps, you know. Good stuff. High quality, you know. It's in the Gen Patcher map pack. So if you do use Gen Patcher, like, just click on the maps tab and then click the install button. And you're going to get these lovely maps. They also work with AI. They're fun to play, man. Even if you say, like, who the hell plays 7-player maps? It's such a weird number. Well, you can still do 3v4, you know, with 2 friends. Still fun, you know, against AI. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the game so far, huh? The match just now. Oh, that was some serious aggression. I love the carpet bomber here that came in from Tim Step. Almost killed all those Humvees, right? Man, this is like some Hollywood stuff right there, where the Humvees drive away from the incoming bombs, see the explosions in the rearview mirror, right? Also have this this lovely moment here. This is just insane. One dragon tank accidentally kills a full outpost. Let's watch that one more time, man. This is comedy gold right here, right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So the DPS of the outpost here is pretty high, but the dragon tank has an insane amount of armor against rockets and missiles, right? That's sort of the thing. So it can take quite a few hits. And when it comes too close to the outpost deals splash damage onto itself and destroys itself. The infantry come out and the dragon tank just crushed it. Pretty funny stuff, man. Really, when these things happen. All right, let's see what is going to happen here. Looks like players are slowly getting ready, which is nice. It's good. And okay, let's go back here so that people can figure out who's who. Let me say be right back. Bathroom break. I'm gonna go quickly to the bathroom, and then we're gonna continue, guys. I'll be back. And we got a donation coming in from Mr. Wild Communist saying, great plays, great players. Thanks for streaming. Hey, no problem, man. It's always fun when we get these kind of games. Please some. No. Yeah, I know, right? But let's see how the next match will unfold. Hopefully, the issue is resolved. All right, let's see here. Hopefully, we can get started with a 24/7 match. No, that's not a match that lasts forever. That's the name of the map. Come on, guys. Come on. Hey, look, this is right here. It's right here, man. It's right here. But yeah, so hopefully everything's okay now. We can have a smooth, flawless, lagless game that is gorgeous to watch. Right? Hopefully. Let's see. Still waiting on one of the players. I do see everyone in the voice chat, all the players. This is actually one of the later or newer things where we have the players in the voice chat together on Discord. So you guys don't see it. It's off screen. Some of you might be like, what? What are you talking about, Leggy? How can you have the players together in a Discord call? That's a terrible idea. And then you say, no chat. We're like, what is this? Or only 2 chat messages per match, right? Well, the reason is all the players, they join muted. So everyone's muted. And this allows us to join into the call and say, guys, attack! You know, something like that, in case there's going to be a game crash, or in case we really need to get in touch with the players, we can now speak to them. Plus, there's the added bonus of they can't secretly be in their own Discord call. You know, at least not with their main accounts. So we do whatever we can to minimize, you know, these things, to tempt the players to cheat or whatever. We make it hard, at least. Very hard. Look at this. These are the player names, guys. These are the player names. It's, you know, it's all done to try and provide you guys with some excellent, smooth games. But we actually see players doing their best to brutally murder each other. That's what we're here for. That's what we want to see. And I'll be honest, so far, I am not disappointed. Okay, we had a few crashes, mismatches, right? But in free-for-all, these things happen a lot. You know, but we did also have some great games. Can't deny that. You cannot deny that, man. Cannot. And to be honest, that game with all the Scud Storms, I'm surprised it went on for as long as it did. Because, you know, when they made this game back 23 years ago, they did not think that we would have 8-player free-for-alls, everyone building massive bases and Scud Storms. PCs back then could barely run the game, alright? Like, when the game came out, you needed a really good PC to play the game, okay? Some people think like, oh, you know, the graphics were bad when it came out. Man, seriously, check out Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos. Check out those graphics and 0 Hour. They're basically released around the same time. But enough yapping. Let's look at this gorgeous map here, 24/7. So nice with the beach and the everything. You know, we've got a tank general here that is Mr. Egg, ready to unleash some carnage upon the players. Let's see. He's next to a super weapon general, Dominator. I'm sure he's happy to be super weapon because all he needs is 1 EMP Patriot, and the tank general will leave him alone. Dusty here is infantry yet again. And he's been getting some good kills in. So I'm sure he's happy being infantry again. Stealth General for Lucas again. Wait, am I missing something? We're playing random, right? We're playing random. Can someone confirm? We're playing random. Timstep as normal USA. And let's see. We have over here in Cyan, Memphis as normal GLA. And Lazy as Nuke General. Now, Nuke General is a bit of a mixed bag, okay? In 1v1, everyone's like, oh no, Nuke General, so annoying and difficult to play, and, you know, oh, you die so quickly. And in free-for-all, it's sort of a mixed bag. You can have insane success with Nuke General. If you get a few overlords up in the mid-game and you charge into the enemy base, how are they going to stop your overlords? Like, especially against a GLA. So Memphis here, if he's taken a bit long with harassing the China over here, and if this guy, Mr. Lazy, gets a bunch of nuke overlords, then this guy dead, man. Memphis is not going to live for very long. Let's see. Supply truck tries to crush a little lonely RPG. The other RPG didn't want to fire and died because of it. Well done, buddy. Well done. We've got an aggressive tunnel here from Mr. Lucas looking onto Dusty. The question is, does he see this airfield? It might just be outside of the scouting range. Let's see what's happening down below here. We have a red dozer. A red dozer from Dominator. He's coming in with the aggression onto Egg. Some of you might be like, why is he sending a dozer? Because the Gat tank that will come out this war factory will fire at the dozer. And dozer has an insane amount of armor against the Gat tank. And I think he's forgetting the Gat tank. Or, oh, right. Look at this. Sneaky Flamer comes in and is all sneaky-like. Funnily enough, Dominator doesn't actually have that much here. And with some good attacks here from Egg... we're lagging again. Is it the same guy again? I don't know. It's anonymous. It's, Radmin still looks alright. I suspect it's the same guy again. That is very unfortunate. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Well, I think it's only worth doing a rematch if the game bugs. But yeah, this is not exactly ideal. And it is looking like it's gonna bug. Oh my god. No way. Yeah, and I see the guy disconnecting again. Not entirely sure how to maneuver here. It could be argued that this is match 4 of 5. The other matches went fine. It could be argued that now things are becoming unplayable. It is looking like a DC bug. And to be honest, it is hard to tell who is dead. No one's really dead. You could argue that pink is dead. You could argue that red is dead. They're both kind of screwed. But they're both still here. I'm not enjoying this. Yeah, I can understand. That's the thing. It's looking like a DC bug. What is the decision, Mr. Maestro? What do we do? It's a tough call. Not entirely sure whether we should re. I'm not entirely sure whether we should continue without that player. I love all these players, honestly, I do, and they've really been putting on a show and playing great. But if it means that the game is not playable, then there's that. I think the other guy's already quitting out. It is DC bugging, though, in all fairness. So yeah. Yeah, I think a bunch of them have quit. I mean, it is lagging. Okay. What do you mean, Mr. Maestro? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only thing we can really do is tell the player to re his Radmin. Yeah, maybe it's a firewall issue. Yeah. Not entirely sure how to maneuver here. Could try a different host. Let's ask. Let's ask. I think this is the only thing we can do. All right. We'll get a different player to host. Oh, wait. I shouldn't say that, should I? What? Yeah, so I will just join one of these guys at random. Okay. Okay, then we do it like that. So... It's a tough situation here, guys. It's a tough situation. You know, the thing is, we've already played a bunch of games now. We've already played a bunch of games. So to have someone be removed halfway through, I mean, we could, but it's just so messy. You know, we just need 2 more matches. That's it. That's it. I'll just join this one. I don't know who this is. 24/7. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work. Mr. Maestro, what do you think of this solution? I think this might be the only thing we can try and do. Okay. Mr. Maestro agrees. Says it's worth a shot. Let's see, boys. Can we do a test? No, let's play. Not a test. Because we had literally chunks of the match that were fine before. Chunks of the other matches were fine. So it would end up being a really long test then. Let's just play. There is a chance that whoever's having connection issues, that he will just die within the first 5 minutes. You know, and then everything can continue as is. But we'll see, boys. We'll see. Oh, I'm actually slow loading. Oh, this is interesting. Tell them I'm slow loading. Give me... Oh, no, we're not slow loading. Well, there's definitely something going on with the connections. But here we are, boys. We're in. Okay, so I think everything's alright. I think. Yeah, latency is a bit jumpy there, starting with latency of 34, which is very high. You can see the latency, you can see the ping, the lag over here. Now, the players will speak about latency, which is the number of in-game frames of delay. And the game logic is 30 frames per second, so this means 23 frames of delay, which translates to a ping of 766. And that's actually a good ping for this game, okay? Hence the green icon. When it goes red, you know it's bad. But yeah, the MS, that's the ping that most of you guys are used to if you play FPS games and things like that. But yeah, let's focus on the game here. We have Mr. Dusty Rhodes as Demolition General. Above him, we have Mr. Lazy as Normal USA. To the right of him, we have Memphis as the Stealth General. And we have the blue player, Mr. Egg, as Demolition. We have a lot of GLAs again, don't we? We have Lucas again as Tank. Man, is this man... Like, okay, poor guy, man. Poor guy. Dominator as Tox again. And we have Tim Step as Laser. Actually, quite a few players with some very good armies here, right? So, let's see. This match will probably be explosive. But let's see. We have Dusty, Memphis, Egg, and Dominator. 4 of the players, so technically more than half, are GLAs. Again, hopefully the GLAs will die. You know, not because we don't like the GLA. Oh, we love the GLA. We love the cause and, you know, world domination and things like that. But what we don't like is when they're all busy building a lot of black markets and refusing to attack one another. That is what we don't like. We want action. We are here for action. So we expect action. Free supply truck kill over here. Gets a nice veteran seat for this technical. Scrap deny comes in. No scrap for that technical. And let's see what's going to happen here. Mr. Dominator, loving that technical. And takes out the Dragon Tank. Gets a vet 3 already. And doesn't pick up the scrap. I'm sure he's going to do that. Is he? Yes, he is. There we go. Once this guy gets one more piece of scrap, he's actually strong enough. This one unit will be strong enough to single-handedly finish off the green player. And he's busy going to look for that scrap right about now. Mr. XTC comes in with a very nice donation and says, Leggy, absolutely love the streams. Learned a lot from you and recently started playing with my childhood friend. Lots of memories. Shout out to Eric. Hey, man. Very nice. Yeah, the game's fun, man. The game is fun. Fun to play. When it's not crashing, it's lovely. I don't think anyone can deny that, right? It's so fun, man. It's so good. All right, let's see. We have some nice aggression here onto Lazy. Lazy has been struggling in these matches, man. But at the same time, over here, we have another player who's struggling. Everyone seems to be a lot more aggressive. Egg going in for the kill on Mr. Memphis. Memphis is trying to survive in the middle, though. And then, you know, in the meantime, we have Lazy here who's trying to survive. And will he kill that technical? Yes, he does. He's hanging on. He still has a dozer. And this guy surrenders. That is Lucas. Probably because of the super tech. Probably he's like, yikes, there's a super tech. Whatever, bro, I'm dead. And I'm pretty sure that's a kill for Dominator. We can't even see units moving down. No, not seeing any tracks. So he just surrendered because he couldn't face off against Dominator. Dominator looks like also reaching the base here. Oh wait, no, those are the Dragon Tank tracks. So it was just a super tech. He's like, yeah, that's it. But there is a rule saying if you quit early, doesn't matter. The player who basically killed you gets the point. And he only quit because there was a super tech there of Dominator. If that super tech didn't exist, he wouldn't have quit. So that is Dominator getting even more points. He's having a great time in this tournament so far when it comes to the points. And also the match victories. So, you know, has to be said. Hidayat says, yep, it's random, just checked. And let's see, Lazy is annihilated here. Poor Lazy, man. But nicely done by Mr. Dusty Rhodes. And now Dusty's under attack as well. So everybody's being super aggressive suddenly. Everybody's being super aggressive. Which we're not complaining about. No. We like it. But that is literally the Tank General and the USA out. And we still have one USA that is Tim Step. But a lot of the GLAs are still alive. Including this guy. Not much left, but he's still got income, still got production, still got some defenses, and he's got a very nice hijacker here, who's about to get crushed. Or not. Nice. And this is what I said before, stealing a unit. Look at that. Look what a difference one hijacker makes as well, right? Absolutely amazing. Search and Destroy goes up for Mr. Tim Step, the yellow USA. Let's see, boys. Dusty is in some trouble, but he's dealt some good damage to Lazy, took him out. Now, right now, is over here, trying to take this cash here for himself. He needs that money as well. Because if he's going to survive against the USA with Search and Destroy, he needs a nice army. He needs a good armada to push back these units. Okay. Looks like the game is actually going pretty stable here, pretty smooth. Happy to see that. So I'm happy the problem is resolved. And that's what we were saying as well, you know. The other games went well. We don't want to take a player out of a challenge. If there's no way around it, then there's no way around it. But looks like this workaround is a way around it, and it's all good. So, you know, yay! Happy times. Players get to put on a nice show and show us what they can do. Lots of demo traps here. This is kind of one of the problems with the demo traps. If you get one demo trap, then players will be like, ah, there will be more. You know, they're like cockroaches. They just pop up from time to time, you know, and seeing one of them, you'll be like, oh, I don't like this. But the first thing you do is like, let me look for some more. And there almost always are more, guys. Almost always, all right? Just be careful of the cockroaches. I mean, demo traps. You know what I mean. Also, arms dealer here, under threat. A new arms dealer going up over here, but let's be honest, Tim Step is a hunter. And Dusty Rhodes is the prey. It's not going to be long here before Dusty is going to snuff it to the army of the USA. Let's see. Dominator over here getting a nice array of tunnel networks, keeping himself nice and safe here. Doing a good job. And trying to deter anyone from attacking. Because let's say you're Egg here. You know, you pop a unit, you go straight down. You'll be like, holy moly, that's a lot of defenses. How about I attack the other guy? Right? And that's a mindset you often see in free-for-all, which is players will get a certain amount of defenses, just enough that another guy, a neighbor of yours, will be like, yeah, I'm not going to attack on this side. I'm not going to attack this guy. Let me attack somebody else where I can find more success. And those kind of things, they all matter. All of it. If you can convince your enemies through any means necessary not to attack you, then you'll be able to have more time to build up, more time to get an army the way you like it, the way you want it. Also, random RPG here of Dominator is just there to scout. Now, this rebel here might just change everything. This might be the ripple that creates the tsunami. Because if this guy... Never mind, he's going somewhere else. Never mind, he was supposed to capture this, and then this is going to fire at the Stinger, and then Dominator gets annoyed and starts to come and kill this, and then this guy is going to come in and defend, and then, you know how it goes, right? But I guess this guy's just not getting the message. Just feels like chilling on the beach, having a good time. Doesn't want to fight in a war. Fair enough, understandable. Let's see, over here we have Pink actually trying to push back into the base of Egg. I don't think that's going to work. I think Egg is strong enough to face off against whatever Memphis can throw at him. Memphis is not looking too healthy. He does have some middle here, which is good. He's got some oils too. You know, his income isn't entirely bad. But Egg still has more money, still enjoying life a little bit more. In the meantime, Dusty is still trying to hang on. He's doing his best. But at some point, man, at some point, you just know it's over. And I don't know about you guys. It's looking pretty over to me. He's hoping all those zombies will go over the demo traps. But what did I say, huh? Boom. There we go. Nicely defeated. And that is TimStep getting himself another player kill. Look at that man. TimStep definitely has been one of the entertainers tonight. Being very aggressive. Killing a lot of people. Teratech loaded up. Not entirely sure where that's going to go. Oh, apparently he's going in this general direction. Let's see. What is the plan here for Memphis? Oh my god, is he trying to Teratech 3 tunnels at once? Guys, what is this? Now this is why we love watching multiplayer games. This, right here. This is so nice. So lovely. So freaking lovely, man. You know, it's things like that. And when you see it happening, you know you're watching good players. You know it. Because the thing is this, an AI would never be able to do something like that. Ever. Let's see. Humvee Army is looking for more blood. TimStep has taken out Dusty and is like, I'm bored. Let's kill some more stuff. And he's gonna find a little bit of pink here. Memphis did a great job with that Teratech there. Really nice to see. It's not something you see very often, guys. And taking out those tunnels kind of cleared up this section. And now we have another problem. TimStep wants to kill more stuff. TimStep's like, I'm not level 5 yet. And I'm not going to stop until I'm level 5. And this right here is beautiful XP. Yeah, some of the Humvees die here and there, but look at the XP he's ranking up here, man. Very good stuff. See, we have a random pink dot here. There's a random worker here. Why is there a random worker here of Memphis? Does he know he has that worker? Interestingly enough, it looks like TimStep is going to make a whole U-turn here. Attack counterclockwise. I'm gonna now deal some damage to Mr. Egg. Egg with the demo bikes. Is it gonna be enough, though? Probably not. Demo bikes with a good shot will absolutely decimate those Humvees. Maybe that's why we see TimStep focusing down the demo general. Maybe he's like, I don't want to deal with a big demo general later on. I don't want to deal with the rebel ambush. I don't want to deal with demo bikes. I don't want to deal with demo scout storms. I want to get rid of this guy. It could be that he's looking around the map and he says, yeah, Purple, what is this defense, dude? What are you doing? Screw that. I'm not going to waste my units on you. What I'm going to do is kill as many players as I can and get myself those points such that I can pass on to the finals. Rebel ambush misses a target. Do have decent latency here. He still gets a Humvee, though. Yeah, pretty good. But look at the situation that's happening. Yellow can literally finish off blue and then finish off pink. And he gets so many points for doing that. And then he'll still end up in second place. Stinger Sight's actually getting shot. Actually shooting down the A10s here. GG says blue. And this is the crazy part. This is literally a player kill by TimStep on the other side of the map, where he knows he has the ability to take out a player. He knows he has the ability to score himself an extra point. And now he's gonna go like, well, I'll just take out whatever this is of pink. And he gets himself another point. TimStep is just an absolute danger, man. This guy is just something else. Against all odds, he just does it. Right? He's killed Dusty. He moves on. Kicks pink from this top island. Moves on. Kills a demo general. And look at this. Look at this confused army. Look at this. Dominator's like, what happened, bro? Where is everyone? Right? He's probably looking at how many players are alive and like, what's happening here? He doesn't have army either, does he? Like, he didn't steal army. No, he didn't. He built like a scout store, you know. But here's the thing. Theoretically, yes, theoretically, TimStep can win this game. Dominator is a 2-star general. If TimStep starts hogging all the general powers, and he's actually focusing a lot of on income as well, if he focuses his general powers, you know, he could Moab here, Spectre gunship here, A10 here, and just drive on in. And there is a chance that Dominator's just not going to be ready for that wave of aggression. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Thing is this. I bet you TimSep right now is screaming at his computer saying, Pink, please just die. And there we go, he's out. What is this game? We see a Jarman on the bike here, intercepted. Yes, that was a Jarman on the bike. And Dominator started to realize, wait a minute, I need to steal army. Who is this guy who's busy attacking and killing everyone? Dominator, 2-star general. Let's see, how much XP does he have? He has 1,000 XP. He's got 27 units destroyed, right? And then let's look at this guy. Let's see. 128. He's killed 4 times more units. More than that. And that means level 5. Here we go. Look at this. Leaflet coming in. Look at the leaflet. Ah! Yeah, I get spotted. Too many tunnels. Perhaps a Moab here would have been better. Just to clear this front line of defenses. TimSep not wasting any time. And doesn't care. He wants to go in for the kill. He's actually attacking up top as well, guys. But look at this. This was the leaflet. It had to hit this tunnel. Micro is not exactly going great here for TimSep. And Dominator, with that tunnel network, he can easily teleport his units around the map because of the tunnel networks. You literally put your unit in and you can instantly pop it on the other side of the map. That's the advantage that GLA has. Don't worry about time travel and teleportation. You know, it's perfectly normal GLA technology. Don't worry about it. But it is there. And Dominator's utilizing it very well. And that's what makes it very hard for Mr. TimSep in this situation. There is a small chance that TimSep is actually going to quit out at this point because he needs a big army to face off against Dominator here. Dominator, 19k per minute. TimSep, 13k per minute. But a lot of supply drop zones have been established. There is a particle cannon out. It is possible. It is possible for TimSep to still come in with a victory. Is it going to be easy? Oh, hell no. Definitely not. Definitely not easy. But it is possible. Lots of rocket buggies here are going to make things difficult. We see some angry mobs. They don't have AK-47s. And this is what he needs. A couple of good hits here. A couple of good engagements. Closing out those rocket buggies. Still no army steal for Dominator. If Dominator, that Jarman on the bike that traveled here, right? That got destroyed. If that guy managed to steal Laser General from TimSep, my money would be on Dominator. But somehow, this man, with an inferior income, is somehow finding himself in the base of Dominator here and actually dealing damage. Pushing him back. All these defenses are slowly being eroded away. You're still got to be so careful of those toxin tunnels. Scudstorm ready to fire. Question is, where is it going to fire? Oil gets destroyed with an A10, and there we go. Level 5 USA there. TimSep can deal a lot of damage with the general powers alone. Let's see, Scudstorm being used of Dominator. Where is it going? It needs to hit a good target. If it hits a good target, it will really help. I mean, it's a safe bet. But that Scudstorm that cost him $5,000 to build killed a strat center and a power plant. It was an upgraded power plant, but it still didn't even pay for itself, that Scudstorm. Well, actually, if he got a cash bounty, I guess it did. And it got him to level 5, which might be enough. If he has an army of buses, let's say, and then does a sneak attack in the base of TimSep. It is all possible, fellas. It is all possible for Dominator to take it. It's just so hard for TimSep to come out with a victory here. But he's not giving up. Look at that income, guys. Look how close it actually is. It's crazy. 2 particle cannons out for TimSep. And here's that sneak attack. This could be the beginning of the end for TimSep. If there's nothing to deal with this, that is it. And I don't think he's got anything to deal with this. A single Aurora would be great. Just have like 2 Auroras flying around in the air as a Laser General. Like if you have 1 Aurora flying, let's say over here, another Aurora flying, let's say here, it's just circling around. You can, the moment the sneak attack comes, 1 Aurora kills a sneak attack. But again, you know, you need an airfield. You need 2 Auroras. That's a total of $6,000. It's quite the investment. You could say, I'd rather get a whole load of Humvees for that $6,000 and put the pressure on the guy. 2 Scudstorms, 2 particle cannons. And I'm surprised at how well TimSep is holding here. TimSep also here with some snipers. Very nice. The snipers here, guys, will make sure that workers can't move up over here. Oil's under threat. We're actually finding ourselves in a situation where Dominator has less income than TimSep. How is this possible? I bet even Dominator was not expecting this. Crazy. Dano the Mano, be nice in the YouTube chat. Otherwise, you're gonna get timed out, buddy. These are not conversations to have on a general 0-hour stream. Thank you. You know this. We told you a couple times. But yeah, let's see. Dominator is in a better position, though. Even though he might be lower on income, Scud Storms deal more damage, and the fact that he could just sneak attack wherever he wants, it really makes it nice and easy for him to pick a target and be successful with it. We see Comanche out. Comanche? He's even got countermeasures and rocket pods here. I don't think that's really going to work. It's still just a couple quads. You only need a couple quads. And this is where things get very tough. The GLA, they can produce a lot of units very quickly, and they can teleport them with the tunnel networks. That means they can quite easily cover a large portion of the map. Whereas USA will struggle a bit more. Yes, Humvees are fast-moving vehicles. And I hear a Jarman snipe. That's on a Humvee there. Leaflet, not exactly on target. But what's happening over here, boys? Oh, a miss micro. But then again, this is an exposed Gutstorm. Is this Gutstorm going to go down? Hang on. Hang on. Is he actually going to kill it? Well, that's actually unexpected. It's definitely something that Dominator might not be paying attention to. Oh, there we go. Now he's coming in. But that Gutstorm's going down, boys. That's going down. Look at that. Cost him the whole army, though. Sneak attack at the top. And particle cannon. Nope. Denied. Does mean a particle cannon has to get used to clear that. But it's one hell of a fight. And Timstep's still ahead with economy somehow. And he's actually holding. This is the craziest part. Another particle cannon ready in 10 seconds. Where is it going to strike? If it hits the economy, man. But we've noticed that as from the previous matches that Timstep is not too keen on going for economy. He's more interested in going for the Scudstorm. In fact, there we go. He's using his Spectre. He's going to use a particle cannon on it, but there's two workers here. You got to target those guys, man. You got to do it. Otherwise, there's a wasted Spectre. And a wasted particle. Oh, is it enough? He's got to move the beam down. He's got to move it down. Move it down. No, the worker, man. A10 coming in. Clears it. But look how much he used here to take out one Scudstorm, guys. So much. He used an A10. He used a Spectre. He only needed to use a particle cannon and a Spectre. He could have used the A10 to kill something else. But the panic sets in. The panic of, oh man, a Scud launcher or a Scudstorm is going to eradicate my production in my army or my income or something like that. You actually get this weird phenomenon where it's just better to build super weapons, not to launch them, but to kind of act as a sponge for the enemy super weapons and the enemy general powers. So you don't have to worry. You can just keep attacking with your armies because you just build two Scudstorms and they're gonna just take all the general powers. Risky with the Comanche. And he's trying to get out of there. Loses a couple, and there is still a Stinger Sight here. Stinger Sight deals so much damage to air units. It's insane. You can really see this is like a series of no man's land here, where both players trading blows on this one section. Well, let's see what's happening on the top here. Still that one sniper, right? Pilots could be recycled, but I think Mr. Timstep has other problems to focus on. He's got a command center here. Let's see if he's got another command center somewhere. He does. He has in the back of his base. And he's still building economy. Look at this legend, man. He doesn't care. He's still building economy. He does need to sell this, though. Don't want to... No. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. Sell it. No. No. Timstep! No! No! What are you doing? What are you doing? Ooh. Oh, that last second sell, guys. Because you saw the flag of the rebel coming down. That was a very, very, very tight last second sell. The only reason that happened is because we've got excellent latency. That's it. If we didn't have that excellent latency, that would have been it. Oh, man. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I have to say, though, Timstep is not giving up. Definitely not giving up. We got a sneak attack. Top left. And let's see. Sneak attack is denied. Comanche proving to be effective. But here's the thing, though. He's got to be careful of the ground army that's over here. Dominator is slowly pushing back and finding himself ahead with the income. He's slowly worming his way into a position where he's gaining ground. Gaining control of the situation. Anthrax bomb coming in. Nothing to stop it. No ambulance. And that Anthrax bomb drops, taking out all the Humvees. This could be it. This could be it. Right here, the GG. I'm feeling it, boys. It could be. Timsep is losing drop zones, losing the particle cannon. Can't produce until he gets an ambulance out. And it is not looking good for him. He fought very hard, very valiantly. But there is no way he can stop the ground assault here of Dominator. No way. He's selling the drop zone, hoping to get the cash. He does get it. He's not giving up yet, though. And right now, he should not clear this Anthrax, because in a way, it sort of prevents Dominator from attacking. Look, he's losing a quad here as well. But he should be getting ready to do something. If the game continues the way it's going, Dominator is dictating how it's played at this point. If that continues, it's his match, it's his game. And Timsep is dead. We need to see some strategy coming through from Mr. Timsep. He needs to do something. He needs to change it up. He's coming in with a leaflet, defensive leaflet. A10 goes on the oil. Recognizing that it's the income he needs to get rid of. That's a valid point. Particle cannon ready to fire. Is it a defensive one or not? It is... Where is it? It's not. I think there was a bus here. But he didn't even move the beam, so you could tell he's completely flustered here, man. He's completely flustered. Okay, Dano the Mano, seriously, like, you say one more thing, man. I want a mod to time him out. We got some mods here tonight. Like, dude, behave. You're crossing the line quite significantly there. Let's see, Comanche coming in. This is the plan? I mean, just the Stingers alone are an excellent deterrent against these Comanche. Here, look at this. Stingers start firing, right? And a few missiles hit. Not all of them because of the countermeasures, but those Comanche, they fall apart. Get destroyed. Like it's nothing. Not looking too great here for Timsep. Dominator is definitely on top of it. But I have to say, man, Timsep played like a champ. And it was just... It's even unthinkable, in my opinion, that it came so close. That for a brief moment, it was looking like it was going to be possible for Timsep to come with a victory. When Dominator was spending the whole time, preparing the whole time for the late game, for the end game. And still, he's having a hard time here with Timsep taking him out. Let's see, the money is dropping hard here. And that's how you know it's over. That's how you know. Dominator is having a good time. He knows what he needs to do at this point. He just needs to pump out more buggies, more quads. That's all he's got to do. He's got some Comanche here, Mr. Timsep, but ultimately they will go down. When reinforcements come, whatever Timsep builds, if it's Humvees, the buggies will take it out. If it's Comanche, the quads will take it out. GG, well played there too. Mr. Dominator, who gets another match victory.
You have been defeated.
And Timsep took a risk. He knew it. He knew he took a risk. He knew it. But still, came very close. Very close. Well played there to Mr. Dominator, who's towering with the points. Oh, man. Now that was a nice game. Definitely a nice game. Gonna do a quick stretch. Oh, yeah, man. So nice. Ramo says, surprisingly, Dominator isn't even that much better off with the money. Yeah, that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, right? The crazy part is that at one point, Yellow, Timsep, had more income per minute than Dominator. That's the crazy part. Basilios comes in with a Prime subscription and says, love your streams, not playing myself, but so entertaining to watch. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying. Glad you're enjoying. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're worming our way to the final match. Restart your game. Let's see, what is the final map of the evening? Let's see. Let's go have a look. Storming Harvest. Oh, I love this map. I love this map. Do you guys know this map? Storming Harvest. I love it. But I'm sure a lot of people will hate it. Especially the players will hate it. The reason is because the terrain is all funky, right? So you could argue, you know, it's not fair that the terrain is funky because it means the units don't really work so well. And things like that, right? That they don't really fire properly. Like, for example, a rocket buggy, if it has to shoot up a hill, it'll not be, like, it won't see the target, and it'll drive really close up the hill, and you all restarted. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the game is being hosted. Let's just join. Vortex. No. Storming Harvest. You know, it's a bit like that. But at the same time, you could turn it around and say, listen, man, these are pro players. They can adapt to any situation. They know how the game works. They know how the units work. They know what they can exploit, what they can't exploit. All these things, right? You could argue that. And as a result, the real question is it better as a result? Because it's harder to... Yes. No. Storming Harvest? No, it's WBC. Don't know what Storming Harvest V5 is, but I don't think it's an up-to-date version. Yeah, this one. V5 is probably an old version. And open slot 8. But basically, you can see the map layout. I can already guide you guys through that, right? So you can see here, these are all like sort of... Like, you can see there's a valley here. The valley of, like, a bit of water, a bit of a river that's dried up, going to the middle point. So each player has an elevated base. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. That's all I can say. Alright, give me a second here, fellas, while I quickly sort out some things. And then we get ready for the final game. Man, I'm really excited. And why can't I see this? Oh! My game crashed. Okay, my game crashed. Yeah, I was wondering, what the hell was that? That didn't look healthy. Okay. No problem. Probably it's because I called myself Leggy and should have called myself Leg. You know, tends to make a difference sometimes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Let's see. I'll call myself Leg. Leg. Oh. I think it crashed for other people as well. Probably the lobby crash, if I have to guess. Alright. Should be good. Where is the host? There is the host. Let's go, ladies and gents. Let's do it. Get ready for the final match and show the game to you guys on stream. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think, huh? Do you like this game? Huh? Do you think we're a cool community, having cool games with cool players, doing cool stuff, brutally murdering each other for our entertainment? You know, would you like to say, hey, I'm okay with meeting up with some of these people in real life, sharing a beer, playing some games and things like that? My game keeps crashing. I changed my name to Leg. Uh-huh. I think I know what the issue is. Maybe it's a map. Yeah, it's a map. Yeah, it's a map. Okay. Let's think. Yeah. Yeah, the map name is too long. Okay. Gotta reduce map name. Let me tell the players here. 1 second, guys, 1 second. I'll tell the guys. Yeah, so this is one of the bugs that can happen. Map name is too long. Make a shortened version, share it here. So we'll do that. That's the issue. Basically, when there are too many players, I mean, when there are 8 players with long names, usually, and or long map names, you get this kind of issue where the game just crashes. But that's the thing, we know about this one. Okay, we know about this issue. So we can quickly fix it. Yes. Don't worry about it, folks. Quickly fix it. Okay. Okay. Zip file. Okay, and there we go. All right, so we just use this one. I need 1 second. Yeah, that's all right. All right. Okay, I think we're good, boys. I think we're good to go. Let's go to the final match. And restart your game. Well, I mean, you can't really restart your game if the game already crashed. But yeah, Mr. Maestro, can you see everything okay? Is everything looking fancy and nice? Hopefully, yes. Right? Hopefully, yes. Okay. Waiting for the player to host. Oh, yikes. I guess. Is that not optimal? No. Sorry, man. Sorry. I can move it a bit closer. My preview. How's this? Is this better? Plus the 10, like 4, losing 0, 0, this. Alright, just letting the players know the points are not final, because again, it's possible to miss things like that. Alright, so I think we're good to go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the final match? Let's do it. Ooh. There's gonna be another explosive match, I can tell you guys that, because we have some lag. Okay, no, never mind, we're good, we're good. We got Lazy, this time as a Demolition General, which I'm sure he's happy about, but he's got a spy drone already in his base, which I'm sure he's not too keen of. Who's spy drone? It's a spy drone of Mr. Egg, the super weapon general, who looks like he's sending an aggressive dozer. Look at that dozer. Oh, never mind, he's just getting a barracks. It's fine, it's fine. Let's see, we got a stealth general here for Dominator, who is absolutely leading with lovely 21 points. We got over here, Lucas is still on 0 points, and he's China, man. I swear, some of these players with their luck, it's very unfortunate for them. They're all very good players here, guys. All of them, I promise you. Timsep over here with 15 points as Tank General. If he can squeeze, let's say, the first player kill, then he's guaranteed to go to the finals as well. So that's something very important, and he's sure to do that. I know it. Dusty over here, 10 points. He can, if he has like the perfect game, he can actually worm himself into second place, assuming Timstep dies early on. Go Memphis here as Toxin General, and we still have an aggressive dozer. And it looks like Mr. Lazy is ready for it. Gets a nice clean kill on that dozer. Very important. Didn't actually lose anything, so that was just a $200 investment for one of the precious dozers of the Super Weapon General. And of course, the dozer is worth $1,000 as well. So, you know, it's very good. So far, off to a good start for Mr. Lazy, you know. Yay, Lazy. Yay, Lucas. Wishing them a lot of good fortune in this match. And hopefully, they will dazzle us with their performance and qualities. Let's see. Is that a Terratech? Is that a Terratech? Yes, it is. Came, he left the building a little too early there. It's, not looking too good here. He's gonna have a bit of a hard time. He could try go for a single demo bike, but there is a chance that that will get outrun. And oh my god! Now we have blue coming in. Memphis! Memphis, no! Look at the Terratech! Oh my god! This is crazy. Oh my god. And the income being denied, man. Oh my god. Listen, man, there's bad luck. And then there's, I don't know what happened there with Mr. Lazy. Tonight, he's had nothing but misfortune. Very unfortunate for him. But let's see. As I said, man, we're going to see a nice flamer. A nice rush from Timstep. If he can get that first player kill, or even a second player kill, it's a done deal for him. He knows it. He loves it. He's going for it. He wants to reach those finals. Is he going to, though? That's the real question. Lazy, definitely not in a great spot. He's lost the income over here as well. That really slows him down. Really slows him down. But, yeah, now that... it's just... man. I feel so bad for you. Lazy is such a good player. And he hasn't been given the opportunity to shine. Let's see what's happening here, though. Cyan, Mr. Dusty Rhodes, is still technically alive. He's got a collection going on. He's got workers. He's trying to survive. He knows that as Stealth General, he can survive quite nicely if he tries. But I think we're going to see a very ruthless Timstep. He's been ruthless all game. Like, I mean, all night. And, ooh, look at that. Very fancy. Triple licks out of Lucas. And that is excellent micro here. Dominator had a feeling there would be licks and stopped the entire attack. Maybe he scouted the airfield and just pumped out a load of quads. Is now going in for the kill. Question is, who's going to die first? Money over here has been denied. If we have a quick look-see, that is going to get denied as well. 100%, man. 100%. For those of you wondering how is that possible, the game probably just rounds up 99.5 to 100, but it's still technically 99.5, and that is the surrender. That is a clean kill for Timstep, really, because, you know, a random lost worker getting flamed by accident, that doesn't mean it's a 2v1. That means Timstep already getting himself some points. Dusty Rhodes is out. And now we're going to see over here Mr. Lucas, who also struggled. He's also getting obliterated here, man. Look at this. It's not looking great. Lazy says, 0 luck, guys. 2v1 all the time. Not a chance. GG's. Yeah, and even Lucas hasn't had the best of luck. Even being China in this game, he's like, yeah, forget it. It is over. Oh, man. That is not looking good. I'm not sure if that was a kill for Dominator there. I guess it was. I don't think Timstep did too much damage on the army here, on the units, on the buildings. And let's see what's happening down below. Memphis is building up and hoping to win it with the late game. Either way, we know who's going to the finals, but the question is, who is going to win this match? At the end of the day, the players still win money by winning matches. And it's $30 that they win per match victory. So Dominator already has quite a few victories here tonight. We had Dusty also with a victory. But as it stands, I think we'd all like to see Timstep getting a victory here, as he's definitely been very performant tonight. Did a great job, and he's found his way into the finals. And that's what you want as well. Because I think first place is what, $280? If you actually win the tournament, right? If you come first place. So that's a lot of money too. You want to get to those finals. Yeah, let's see. Dominator and Timstep at it again. It's quite funny that these guys, it just feels like they're like arch rivals, right? But it's anonymous. They don't know who's who. They literally don't know. They don't know. And some of you might be like, Leggy, they could just watch the stream. There's a huge stream delay, guys. You could write exclamation mark delay. There's no way that these players know who's who. Amazing, though. We do see the tank general, Mr. Timstep, doing very well. He's getting all the supplies he can. And that's all he can do. And with enough supplies, he'll have enough money to bully out the player that is Dominator. Check it out. Look at that. 9.6k, 9.9k. It's still going up. And Dominator is going to have a bit of a hard time here at the end of the day. He is actually collecting here, funnily enough. Making use of that stealth general power. Over here, we have Egg as super weapon. Doing some damage here. Some slight fights with Memphis and Egg. And Dozer is actually quite exposed here. Not sure if he wants to risk this. There is, in fact, a hijacker out. And this is the thing, like generally in free-for-all, around the 5th minute mark, you can see the match time over here. Around the 5th minute mark,
you want to get a command center, or at least have it under construction. If you look at the situation that's happening here, one tech RPG could take this out, and over here at this point, you literally have a hijacker coming in. You're gonna see the scaffold and knows a dozer's coming, and there we go. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how Mr. Egg is gonna get dozer hunted, and that absolutely hurts, because his chances of winning right now are 0. Literally 0. Being dozer hunted without a search and destroy as super weapon general where you have expensive Humvees just isn't gonna work. Red power. Very nice of him to announce that, because it will probably trigger yellow into attacking. There we go, just like that. Because he knows that if red has power, that is Mr. Dominator there, then it's going to become a lot harder for Tank General to push. So he wants to make sure that, you know, red doesn't have power, or at least not for too long. Interestingly enough, he didn't place down a command center scaffold. Maybe he didn't have the cash for it. Perhaps he should have waited for enough money to get a command center scaffold. You have the push over here from Dominator. Together with blue, they wipe out Mr. Egg. Arty Barrage comes in from yellow, goes onto the oil. And now we have an interesting phenomenon where blue, you might say, he's gonna go for yellow. Yellow's massive, right? Go for yellow. But blue doesn't have map vision. He doesn't know what's going on. And he sees Dominator there trying to contest that island. So he might be inclined to attack Dominator. Dominator also has power. So right now, he is a target. Do we have any radar van scans? Let's have a quick look. Mr. Blue, what you got, buddy? What you got? Does he even have radar? Wait. Blue has no radar. You can see this icon isn't lit up. He doesn't even have radar. Almost 9 minutes in, not having radar. I don't know. Might be worth spending that $500 when you have 12k per minute. It can help you. It can help you detect a threat. And we see Dominator with his legendary defensive capabilities shooing away a Tank General army. We have a Lotus in the back here as well. The Lotus could actually move forward a little bit, scope out where all those tunnels are. We got some MiGs coming in. Look at that. Very well done by TimStep. He knew there would be battle buses, and that's why he got the MiGs. MiGs are so expensive for Tank General, but one good Firestorm will destroy a battle bus. Clean kill. Very nice. Buses coming in on the right side here. Those quads, man, they will shred the MiGs. So the MiGs actually have to circle up top and then attack downwards. They need to waypoint. If they go directly for the buses, we could see some heavy losses on the MiGs. Ooh, lucky there was a slight miss micro there from Dominator. Because if those quads were firing, it would have killed a couple MiGs, and the MiGs are so pricey. Mine drop here. It's going to help out a little bit. The question is, where is this game going to go? TimStep, 14k per minute. Dominator, 12k per minute. Memphis, definitely preparing for a match victory. Dominator has given up this section here. He does not want to fight blue. He recognizes it. And I don't know about you guys, but I suspect Dominator is soon gonna use one of his chat messages and say, yellow massive, gonna die, need help, or something like that. Because that way, if he could coerce blue into attacking yellow, Dominator for sure will get close to a match victory. If blue fully attacks yellow, then yellow will have to defend, and that buys Dominator a lot of time to build up. And we know that he can build up. We know he's done a good job there. I'm going to random beacon here to flag down where the mines are located. It's pretty funny because in free-for-all there are no teammates, right? Beacon is meant for teammates. It has the little, you know, beacon effect. Okay, not very nice, but all right. But yeah, it's... Let's see. Yavin says, my money's on Lazy! Go Lazy! Well, I hate to break it to you, Yavin, but it didn't quite go Lazy's way. It's, you know, like that. So there's that. Let's see. Battle bus. Gonna come in. No ECMs here. And the Lotus disable. Very nice there, very nice. We see MiGs coming in? Yeah, we do. Look at that. Look at that, man. And this is it. Theoretically, TimStep can win it versus Dominator. How many markets do we have? We have a couple. Not too many. Still has power, though, but supplies are running dry. Now, the thing is, the Tank General supplies will run dry as well. Let's see. This is all running dry. Do we have any hackers? Usually, they don't build hackers that often. Not seeing any hackers. So basically that means that if TimStep cannot kill Dominator within the next 4 minutes, he automatically loses. Because Dominator has secondary economy and TimStep does not. Income is dropping here. For both players, really. And I'm surprised we're not seeing any Emperors. Would have been nice to see some Emperors. There we go. Yellow huge. He's trying to get blue on his side. Because he knows if blue starts to attack, I'm tank. Trying to say, like, dude, what are you talking about, man? I'm not the guy you should be worried about. It's Dominator. Says Dominator. Yes, he's allowed to do this, for those of you wondering. You know, you're allowed to say whatever. You can tell the truth, you can lie, you can do whatever you want. But it's only 2 messages per match. If you do any more, it costs you a point. So that is all the messages for Dominator used. But he knows that if he doesn't get any response from blue here, if blue doesn't join in the fight and attacks yellow, right here, right now, if that doesn't happen, Dominator might just die. Question is, how's blue going to react? He's getting some buses. Oh, he's having a good time. He's living life. He wants that $30. He wants the $30. He's like, I'm here to win games, man. I'm not here to do anything else. Let's see. EMP comes in. Doesn't really do too much. At least the tunnels get disabled. Fun fact, tunnels that are disabled while they are stealth remain stealth. So, you know. Doesn't exactly know where the tunnels are. But then again, if you just flame in every single direction, you'll spot a tunnel or two, and that's an RT coming in. And that's a carpet one too. That's a level 5 tank general doing what he can to eliminate Dominator right here, right now, in this match. You have an attack on the left-hand side as well. So the pressure is really mounting. You can see the income per minute is dropping for TimStep, whereas he hasn't actually suffered any losses when it comes to oils or supplies, but it's dropping because he's running out of supplies. And that's the thing. We also have cash bounty here for Dominator, and that's going to help as well. But imagine an attack right freaking now were to come in from blue onto yellow, then Dominator would survive. No problem. He'd still be there, and he could reach 2nd place. I see the chat flooding with F for lazy. Thanks, guys. I know, man. Alright, let's see. Can Dominator hold the final wave? Probably this is the last wave, and I'm surprised we didn't see more Emperors, man. This is one of those other things. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, a stealth tunnel. Yikes. Carpet Bomber got used, and that's an exposed command center. Key target right now. And there we go. He fires at it. If this gets destroyed, no more general powers for Mr. TimStep. Up top, we have another tunnel. And this is what Dominator is doing. He still has power, because look how fast he can build. Look at this. This is not normal, man. It's because he's got a power plant. And that increases the building speed. It doubles it, in fact. And it looks like Dominator is preparing a good attack, a good offense to make sure that he survives to reach 2nd place. The only problem is this army. How's he going to kill it? But yeah, as I was saying before, players don't really use Emperors that much in free-for-all, because in 1v1, it's usually not a good idea. It usually doesn't work too well. Also, a Jarman can snipe an Emperor, so that's why people are a bit hesitant to use them. But let's say you have 5 Emperors and a Troop Crawler. You could basically take out anything that a Cell General throws at you. Even buses. Buses die very quick to Emperors. Here, we do in fact have a Jarman, but this is the problem. 1 Emperor, yeah, that's not gonna work. You need at least a handful, you need a Troop Crawler, and then some Gats and some Dragon tanks. But having a whole army that is 90% Gat tank, that doesn't exactly work. With just a few Flamers, that doesn't work. Emperors can really pack a punch. Sending them one at a time like this is not going to work because, like I said, the Jarman snipes every 30 seconds, man. Every freaking 30 seconds. So that means if he sends an Emperor every 30 seconds, then there's literally no problem for Dominator. But yeah, here, look at this situation here. Money now being taken by Dominator. And TimStep's base is being hollowed out. Does he even have a dozer, actually? Yeah, he does. He rebuilt his CC over here. Kept it on the mines. Look at this. What a legend. Dominator can suspect that there are mines here, just based on the placement of the dozer. It's a bit suspicious like that. And what Dominator could do is snipe this and then leave it. Oh, but blue is coming in. Interesting. Is blue going to kill that dozer or take it for himself? Now I'm curious. What you going to do, blue? Oh, never mind. It was blue's Jarman. Never mind. There we go. Blue is stealing the army. Ah, yeah, blue. I think you got this game, buddy. I tell you what, guys, I tell you what. If blue loses this game, I will unsubscribe to my own channel. That's it. No more. Just like not gonna watch anything. No, forget it. It's just done. If he loses his game, man, it's not possible for him to lose this game. Look, he's still the emperor. So yeah, basically yellow is done now. Very nice attack from Dominator there, holding. Very nice attack over here, kind of forcing Timstep to think about his defenses and to sort of take the wind out of the sails there, slow down Timstep's attacks. And like I said, when that attack came in, I said this is the last attack, and there you go. It really was. Nothing else that could be done for Mr. Timstep. Sneak attack at the top left. Mostly just to recycle his squads, I guess? Oh no, never mind. He wants to reinforce. But all his stuff is very close to the map edge here. If we see like an EMP, because the command center is here, means the EMP comes in from here, it would definitely hit the target. I haven't seen an EMP for a while. And again, this is very nice damage here. And there we go. It's a mine drop. Not too bad. We have an attack coming in here with the buses, but let's be honest, Timstep is going to surrender before Dominator actually dies. Dominator is also spread out quite nicely. He's got income here. He's going to take this oil here as well. So Dominator is looking all right, to be honest. Not too shabby, not too bad. And I don't know about you guys, but I think I know how this game is going to end. Timstep has basically nothing. He's got one command center here. His income is dropping so freaking hard. I think it's just this one oil. And the barracks here, he's going to capture it. Dominator's going to take it. That being said, though, Dominator does need to hurry up. And he needs to just completely ignore this army of blue. If he starts to focus down this army of blue, it's not going to work, guys. Not going to work. He needs to just focus on getting the job done. Kill the buildings. Kill the player. Because he's better off doing that, securing himself a clean kill on the player, than anything else. But he's not really spreading out. He's not even taking the oil. He's got a rebel here, right? Yeah, he is taking it now. Artie Barrage comes in as a last hurrah of Mr. Timstep. He's like, no, buddy. Either I take the oil or no one gets the oil. And he's building a new CC. Interestingly enough, the question is, what is Memphis going to do here? And will this count as a 2v1 on anyone? Yemen says, Lazy, we still love you, brother. Yeah, man. Lazy is a legend. And let's see. A lot of players dead. Army, I mean, the oil destroyed here. It's kind of crazy here. Who's dead first? I don't know. I would say at this stage, it's Timstep who's dead first. Somehow he's managing to squeeze some income from somewhere. Maybe from selling buildings. He's somehow building this. Look at this. Look at the distance. The gap. Air-gapped construction. It's great technology of China in Command and Conquer Generals. EMP here is pretty nice. Dominator cleaning it up. It's funny because it's the EMP of yellow. But yeah, Mr. Maestro, who's tuning in, the judge, needs to see how he wants to grade this. To me, it feels like it makes more sense to say that this is a kill of Dominator on Timstep. He's still being persistent. And there we go. Dominator surrenders. And Memphis, like I said, it's going to be impossible for him to fail. He got himself a victory there. I'm sure he's happy. Yeah, kill for Domi, the judge confirms. All right, not bad, not bad. That is a very nice set that happened tonight. We had some issues here and there. And definitely we're going to look into improving things for the next set. Things were actually... We thought we had everything all right. Did a load of testing. And you can see things still can go wrong there and then. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We always try and better ourselves. And Friday, we have set 2. So if you enjoyed this set, right, the tournament is only just starting. Set 2 is on Friday. Then there's going to be set 3. And then we also have a finals. Now, I can wholeheartedly tell you guys that Dominator and Timstep have reached the finals as the 2 players with the most points of the evening. They are passing through to the finals. Dominator has had a lot of match victories. We saw Memphis here at the end. He basically didn't have to work too hard here. 0 buildings lost and all. But hey, that's the thing with free-for-all. It can happen. it could be argued that the players should have played it a bit differently to increase their victory chances. But the thing is, when players get locked in that 1v1, they just want to see blood. They want to annihilate the other enemy. And, you know, some players or some viewers might actually think like, dude, why? You know, you can actually win cash if you just play it in a certain way. But this is the thing, man. Like, we just get so fired up. Like, players, you know, just, yeah, you know, just want to go for it. And it's just so cool. It's so fun. And at the end of the day, it's what gives all these great GGs. So, GGs. Thanks for the games, guys. We had some issues where we had a few mismatches. Not even too bad, to be honest, on the mismatch front. We had some issues with some disconnections. We had some issues here. We had some issues there. But at the end of the day, next Friday, I mean, this week Friday, things are going to be slightly better, slightly more improved, and more stable. So yeah, if you enjoy the games, when the games are working and stuff, you know, like I hope to see you again on Friday. But before you guys go anywhere, no, really, stay. Because I got something really important to say. I want to let you guys know that in October, you know, you might have seen the pop-up, which apparently also was slightly out of place, but anyway, we'll sort that. We actually have a LAN event in October, 3rd, 4th, and 5th October in the Netherlands. I'm going to be there. It's a whole load of players, a whole load of streamers, a whole load of people who are going to be there. We have a LAN tournament that's going to happen. LAN tournament is going to be using a similar setup to what you're seeing tonight, but then more anonymous because it's LAN, and LAN is just great for that. And we're going to have ourselves a great time. And, you know, probably chill a little. Some people will hop into town. Some people will sightsee. Some people will have a beer. Some people will only stay in the LAN room, in the gaming room. Some people will play other games, not just General Zero Hour and stuff like that. So I highly suggest you check it out. Even if you don't live in the Netherlands, even if you don't plan to visit, you can still go to community-outpost.com, check it out. And also check out the YouTube channel of Community Outpost, which we have. Yes, we have. Because that's where the streams will be of the tournament. Okay, so when we have the free-for-all tournament, you can see all our faces, our happy, shining faces. Will be over there. So you can already subscribe. So when we go live, you'll see the message and all that stuff. So make sure you hit the bell notification thing. There's also a Twitch for Community Outpost. I can actually have a look. Or is there? Let me think. I think there is. Twitch.tv/Community Outpost. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay, so twitch.tv/Community Outpost. All as one word. No dash in between or something like that. So, you know, guys, seriously, it is always a blast. It is always crazy. It's nice to see, like, the faces, the people. And, no, really good stuff, man. Really good stuff. I highly suggest you guys come and at least attend one day. We have different types of tickets as well. Yes, it's a paid event, but guys, the amount of stuff we have to organize and sort, it's so much, right? And costs, of course, come with it. So that's why it's not free for everyone. But there are observer tickets. So if you just want to come, have a look. The observer ticket is really cheap. You know, you can come for a day. You can come for all 3 days. And I really hope that some of you guys will decide to come in and say hello to us. You know, it'll be fun. You can see all the streaming setup that we have as well. Because we have one big streaming setup, okay? It's cool, it's cool. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that as well. Also, big shout out to Red vs. Blue for being the main host of this tournament and prepping the set. It was a lot of work, but he soldiered through, did it all. So big shout out to him. And of course, to Wild Communist, who has sponsored this tournament, $1,000. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Big shout out to the players as well for putting on a show and just dealing insane damage. I love the plays, man. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I really like the Scud Storms. Let's see. Do I have any Scud Storm action? I think I do. Let's have a look at this one. Is this Scud Storm? Sort of. You know, we have some nice aggression here. A lot of blinky Scud Storm icons. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all fun. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I will catch you all on Friday. Again, it'll be live streamed on Twitch as well as YouTube, so you can follow, subscribe, whatever. And yeah, this is Legionnaire signing off. Good night, everybody, and see ya.